Yo, what you saying to me? What you saying to me, Zess? What
What's
going,
that?
fam?
You good, yeah?
We're back. Yeah, man. Come on, man. We're in the building. What you saying? How's everything, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Just watch the
How you
City game.
feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm still upbeat, man. I'm still upbeat. You know what I mean?
Talk to me. What you saying? When you watch the City game, how you feeling?
Yeah, I just watched it. You know what? Like, in fairness, this wasn't the game that I thought that anything would happen in terms of
Yeah,
for us. Like,
yeah,
I always thought they were gonna smoke Palace. I've been
yeah,
debating with people all day because people's like, nah, they're not going to. I knew they were going to smoke Palace, and they smoked Palace. I didn't
yeah,
expect Palace to be resting bare man. I didn't expect that.
yeah,
I didn't expect
yeah.
that.
Well, did they rest a lot of players? I didn't watch their lineup. Was they resting players?
Yeah. I thought they would have rested more players against us. You know what I mean? But in fairness, like I said, I didn't expect anything from this game. It would have been a bonus to be able to lift the title on Monday, but it's not going to happen now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come down to the last day, but I don't really mind because I was about to drop a couple of bills on a ticket for Monday because I was thinking, boy, man needs to be in the building at the Emirates.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on. It's gonna have to run still. All £750. Man's telling me for tickets for Burnley, bro.
Man, and you know the wickedest thing, bro? There was online the other day for like £42. You know?
Is it?
Yeah, because
you just grab that. That's a no-brainer.
Bro, that's the wickedest thing is, yeah, I was just thinking like, at first I weren't really on it. And then as soon as someone said, oh no, there's tickets again, I went on there, they were gone, fam.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You gotta share the information when them ones pop up, you gotta let us know. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what happened? The Burnley fans, they gave up their allocation.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, we ain't coming to London for that. Like, we're gonna go.
Yeah, they're not trying to get involved.
Yeah, so they was just like, oh, it's long. So they gave back their allocation to Arsenal. That's why more tickets came up.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
it looks like we're not going to that game, the Burnley game, looking to complete it there and then. You get me? Before we get on to all of that, we might as well talk about the elephant in the room, the big thing that's been going on. Everyone's been chatting about it, the West Ham game. Like, I don't know. Talk to me. Yeah. How did you feel about that game? Was you watching the game? Did you watch it? How was it? Like, do you get me? What do you think about what is going on right now? Or how we even played in that game?
You know what? I watched the game, and obviously the way the game started, it started on a vibe of we're hitting the bar, we're hitting the post. Calafiore is just going on. He's going on wicked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, this is calm. This is nice. And then obviously, Benny Blanco got injured. So I'm like, all right, cool. Straight swap with Mosquera.
Yeah.
And then, bro, Arteta's just done a madness.
Yeah.
Like, rather than doing a straight swap for Mosquera, he's driven right from midfield to right back. Brother, as soon as he done it, I'm saying to myself, what's Arteta? What's he doing, bro?
What's he going on with it? What are we doing there?
Yeah, like this is foolishness. What are we doing here, bro?
Yeah, this is brother. I can't lie. I started to panic when he done that and made that change there, bro. I started to think like, what is going on here, bro? Like, are we really reverting back to this Declan Rice at right back foolishness that we've seen man do with Thomas Partey?
I was just about to say, it reminded me of the Partey days, you know what I mean?
Yeah, brother. We know it don't work. We've always dropped points when he reverts back to that. So, yeah, I started to panic when he did that. Did you get what I'm saying?
I was mad, fam. I was mad. I was getting mad because the thing is, yeah, as soon as Rice dropped to right back, the midfield just imploded, bro.
Yeah.
It just opened. The midfield was just open, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
Then, as West Ham start to drive through, they're just getting more and more gassed. So they're just starting to knock the ball about now. They're starting to bop it about. We started chasing the game.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? And then, I think what's more annoying is everybody could see at half time he's going to have to change it to get back into midfield. But the problem is now you're then going to waste not only one sub, but you're going to end up wasting two subs to rectify that. Do you know what I mean?
Because which he did. He wasted it. He bought Mascara on and took off Calafiori. But for me, I thought Calafiori was an attacking threat for us. Do you get what I'm saying?
When we lost Calafiori, we definitely lost the threat.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Left side, Trossard and Calafiori were controlling the left flank fully.
Yeah, they were running it. Trossard, what do you think about how Trossard's kind of stepped up like the last couple of games? He's looked a bit tasty, bro. I can't lie. I still want him out. Like I'm still Trossard needs to leave. But then I don't know, like I was saying the other day, do we keep Trossard like how we've got like, you know, have him as like Bernard Silva, like a man that can maybe not play bare games, but just keep him around the squad kind of thing. Do you get what I mean? What do you think?
I think for me, I think Trossard is guaranteed to leave. The reason why I say that is because he was leaving this season. Yeah. But obviously, they gave him more money. They didn't extend his contract, but they gave him more money to just kind of say, yo, like, hold tight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hold tight for another season. So I definitely think he's leaving unless they gave him another contract. I don't really think that they're going to give him another contract. So I reckon that he's definitely leaving. But yo, the last couple games, I ain't gonna lie. The last couple games, he stepped it up. He's become you know what I mean?
He's become just quickly. The alcoholic author, big up yourself, showing love. I rocked you, bro. Come on, man. But just to clear this up, like I know there's already a Loose Cannons podcast. Me and Turkish have spoken in it because obviously we was using the Loose Cannon name before they done the Loose Cannon podcast, in it. So just to clear this up, me and Turkish have spoken. We said we'll both just continue to use the name. Like he said, you know what, even because their attraction and what they do is popping a lot more than what ours is, it would probably help us get traction. And I big him up for that and show him nothing but bare love for that, because he could have said, look, boom, we're the bigger platform and change your name. Or I could have been petty and been like, you know what, we've been using this name, like, but we wasn't using it consistently. Like, man had the Loose Cannon name, but wasn't using it, like, we wasn't consistent with it. I think we did a couple shows kind of before he had used it or whatever. And we just agreed. We spoke on the phone. We agreed we'll both still use it. Our thing doesn't affect his thing. His thing's big as it is already. He's happy for us to crack on doing what we're doing. They're the Loose Cannon podcast. We're just Loose Cannons. So, yeah, man, just to clear that up, big up yourself, alcoholic author. Yeah, man, I know there's a podcast already out there, but between us and the man, then we've kind of sorted it out. You get me? But anyway, I just thought I'd just clear that up. You know what I'm saying? Quickly while that comment was there. But yeah, let's get back to it, brother. Yeah, Trossard. Yeah, bro. He's become the clutch baller again. That we were relying on previously. You know what I mean? Which is very good look. Yeah, definitely. Trossard is supposed to pop up with goals, bro. Important goals. Yeah. Supposed to be the person that we can rely on, because Trossard is actually the best natural finisher Arsenal have got. Brother.
You know what I mean?
To be fair, I fuck with that. Definitely, because when he's on his day, when he's on his bits, he does bits, bro. Like you can see, we've had it where he can slap balls from outside the box. He's looking jinxy again, like dropping the shoulder, turning. He can, but I feel like he lacks that little bit of physicality sometimes that's needed in those games when we come up against stiffer opponents, and he just doesn't bring it. But we know he's got it there to do it. Do you get what I mean? But it's good to see him coming good tools there, back end and like the crunch times. You get me?
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Agree with that. But that's what's needed, man. That's what's needed. Do you know what I mean? That's what's needed. Trossard he should have been stepping up like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He should have been doing that. So it's about time. And you know what? I'm not mad at Trossard starting to find his feet again at this point of the season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And if he used to go in the summer, he got out with a bang, really, innit?
With three important games to go, with 3 important games to go for the season, if Trossard goes out in 2 trophies, bro, job done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Job done. You can't argue with that in the slightest. In the slightest. So yeah, like that will be the case at all. So yeah, respect to Trossard, man. I'm glad that he's stepping up now. It's a good look. We need everyone to step up now.
That's it, man. That's it, my bro. And just to touch back on alcoholic author, yeah, bro, I feel you, man. Like, I don't know, it may be something, man, them have to think about. You know what? I've only just started doing it. What we done now is this, a couple shows, only been two. We did, or 2 or 3 shows, recent. So it's still early. Man can change the name. It's not that deep. Do you get what I mean? Especially like if people start sharing love and it starts to grow, kind of maybe to give ourselves a different identity. I might switch it up because my man's thing's a lot bigger than what we're doing. But at the moment, it's love. There's no animosity. We're just doing our thing. And I just got to get consistent with it and keep on streaming. But if you have any ideas as well for the name or like something to change it to, put them in the comment section. Yeah. We'll brainstorm it and take it into consideration. But big up yourself, my bro. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Riding back to the West Ham game now. Like you said, he had to switch it up. He bought in the second half. He bought on Mascara, taking off Calafiori. Like you said, Calafiori and Trossard were doing their thing on the left-hand side. But you know what I rate him for? He rectified it. Because sometimes Arteta in the past, a lot of man says he can be stubborn. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like in past games or past seasons, he might have let that play out because he wanted it to work and wanted to prove the point of making it work, and it didn't. And I like the way he adjusted it and pivoted and changed it up. Do you get what I'm saying?
I definitely agree. It was a good look to see him do that. It's a slap in the face that you've had to waste a whole sub in order to do it, but you done it. Do you know what I mean? I can respect that you done it. Like, but one thing I'm gonna touch on though, like I need to ask,
Big up, bro,
like Zubimendi,
come talk to me. Talk to me,
like, bro. Football, man. To get subbed on and then get hooked, bro. That's techie, you know.
Bro,
that is
I hear it.
That's techie.
I hear it, bro. But it had to be done, bro. Let's call it for what it is. Let's call it for what it is. Like, I love Zubimendi, right? But now how Arteta's done adjustments that I didn't see coming in terms of switching Declan Rice into the 6, bringing in Miles Lewis-Skelly, and it's working. We look a lot better going forward. Like, I'm seeing patterns of play that I'm not seeing all season in terms of getting the ball down, Juki, doing whatever. Yeah. So if Zubimendi has to kind of be the sacrifice in order for that system to work the way it's working right now, and he acknowledged that within the game, because you know what? Let's say he kept Zubimendi on, right, and he didn't make the change, and we draw that game 0-0, or do you get what I mean? We don't get the goal. What then? For the sake of not taking off a man because he's trying to save his blushes. Arteta knows this is crunch time. He ain't got no choice but to win this season, bro. Because people like us will persecute him for not doing it. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%. The thing is about Arteta, when he's ready, he's heartless, and I respect it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you look at certain instances, like, all right, Ramsdale and Raya. Yeah. Like, bro, like when that first happened, Bear man, I know, Bear man I chat to was vexed. Nah, Ramsdale didn't do nothing wrong. Ramsdale's this, Ramsdale's that. He's the best. Blah, 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 blah. Like, Raya's new and this and that. And at the end of the day, now, nobody's going to say a word, bro. Nobody.
No, but at the time, hindsight, innit? I'll be real. I wasn't one of the ones that was slating Arteta for bringing Rams. But I feel like I was fed up with Ramsdale anyway. You know the season when we lost it, when we ran out of steam, and he was just jumping all over the place. I lost my shit with that, But even big up Abu, if I apologies if I've not said the name right. Part 8, right? RB vibes. As we've never won a game with that set up brain fart moment from Arteta, and we fully agree with you, bro. Like, it's never worked. It's never worked. But
I used to hate it right back.
The only time it worked is when we played Wolves last game of the season, 2 seasons ago. But we was playing for nothing anyway, and we won that game, I think, 3-0. Other than that, it's always been a dead idea. Never got it. Apart, never had the legs for it anyway. And stupidity. But just get back, just back to the Zubimendi thing. Yeah, bro. Like, if it has to be that Zubimendi has to be sacrificed in order for the system to move forward, and now they've cottoned on to something that's going to benefit us at this crunch time of the season, I'm here for it. Plus, he's kind of run out of steam. He's played, not that in terms of for the club in itself, but I just think this season, in the amount of games he's played, he's kind of got, his brain's fried, bro. The Premier League pressure is high.
He's played more games than he's played for when he was at Sociedad.
Oh, come on, man. He's already. Their man don't even play this many. They probably get knocked out of cups early, even though they won it this season. But they probably, you know what I mean? Like, their man are playing 40-something games.
All of these kind of things.
No Champions League, one game a week. Couple of right. Who's taking money out my account? Apple. And you know when you hear them sounds, bro, make you jump, bro.
Them man are moving like Man United, little one game a week. You get me?
Yeah, moving like them United, man. You get me?
Days they might get a game if they're lucky. You know what I mean?
Like, look at a Biz Cartel saying it years ago. Arteta would have kept Zubi on. He's being ruthless right now, which he's learned from previous years of giving players chances. And he's right, you know, like, and I feel like sometimes it's not even giving players chances. He don't trust the bench. And that is his problem. He struggles to trust certain players. And I feel like he's learned that he has to rotate, like, or
sometimes like I said, Arteta he's ruthless when he decides. So like Ramsdale situation, like I said, bro. Yeah. One ruthless streak I don't like about Arteta. Yeah.
Go on.
You see, if Eze is not having a banger, brother, Eze is always on borrowed time, all the time. And you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, it pisses me off.
Bro, no, I hear it.
Eze don't score or get 2 assists, brother, by 60 minutes he's getting hooked.
Dragging it. But the problem you have is that if you have the captain on the bench, bro, I hear it. But if you got Odegaard sitting on the bench, the club captain, like he's hoping that him dragging Eze and bringing on Odegaard inspires Odegaard to do something. Which, going back to the West Ham game, when he brought Odegaard on,
it's been that game, Dougie. It's only been the West Ham game. That's the only game. Let's not move. Let's not act like every time Odie comes on, he doesn't. He doesn't.
No, but I'll be real.
On Sunday,
fair play. On Sunday, he looked tidy. Like Abu is saying, Odegaard looked tidy coming off the bench. Yeah. He was more like his old self going forward and making things tick, and eventually bang. Yeah, no, it's true. He looked a lot better. And this is what I'm saying right now. I don't really care for what happens after this season. Right now, for what we need to do to finish off the season strong, Odegaard coming in strong, all the players, if they can all pick up and get in and show up for this last half of the season, and because like they said, they're all playing. It's like 3 World Cup finals or 3 finals. You think now we've got the 2 games and the Champions League final. You got to give it your all for those games because we can make history right now. You get what I mean? So 100%. Yeah, he made the decision to drag Zubimendi back off, which must have mashed up Zubimendi, but it is where it is. We was managed to get the goal.
It was needed.
It was needed. Trossard secured the goal for us, a clutch goal. Odegaard supplied it. I was even shocked that Declan gave him the give and go. You know when he played it into Declan? I was surprised Declan gave it back. I'm saying, what? Where has all this football been all season, bro?
Yeah. But you know, Dougie, when the confidence is high, you start knocking it about. You start having fun with it. You see when you go back to 2 weeks ago against Newcastle, when the pressure was high, nobody wanted the ball, fam.
Nah, but do you feel the change in system in terms of, I don't even know, I'll put these retainers back in. They're going to start having me talking stupid here. Let me take them out, sir.
The change in system is good. Like, because you know what it is, yeah? You know what Skelly has done, fam? Skelly has made man know, yo, man, them got to play ball because he's coming here and he's playing ball. Like, bro, let's be honest, yeah. Our team are used to doing this little pass, go back, pass, go back. Yeah, brother, giving Skelly the ball. Skelly's taking the ball on the half turn.
Yeah, you know Which Arteta, that give, I know that's giving Arteta nightmares. That half turn thing, I know it's giving.
Skelly's going forward every time he gets the ball. He's not on a joke thing. He's not on a joke thing, and that is the only thing, why I'm kind of mad about not having the youngsters in the team, because one thing about these youngsters, they're not scared. The youngsters are like, give me the ball, man, I'm going to show you our ground. But you see
that we said Wanyeri on loan still.
Yeah, fam. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, the Wanyeri thing, there's two sides to the story, because I get it. Like, when Wanyeri went on loan, we had Eze, we had Odie, we had Marino, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I get it. I get it. But then obviously, sadly, when he went on loan with no callback clause, we lost Marino. We lost Eze got injured. It's a madness. Hindsight, a beautiful thing. We could say, well, we should have kept Wanyeri, but at the time, Ethan wasn't needed. So it was better. France, he was meant to work with De Zerbi. De Zerbi left. Then it went left to him. The new manager's not playing him. So
the new manager, it's a madness what's going on over there at the moment.
Even though there's no callback clause, just get him back. What are we doing?
Yeah, just cancel. Just let him be with the squad to be able to experience what's going to happen now at least.
Yeah, because we're going to lift the trophy. He's not even there.
Yeah,
kind of wash, fam. That's wash, bro.
Yeah,
that's what he's going to feel. He's going to feel like he won the league.
Yeah, and I feel like, to be fair, he's pretty much one of the only ones that are really on loan. I can't really think of who else is out on loan at the moment that we're missing. I think it's just him.
Yeah, he's the only one of use, because loan-wise, Ethan, Reese is out there, but sorry.
But we're man even watching Reese. Man, even watching Reese. Big up my boy AB in the building. Real talk, true stories. Anyone that's here, check out, click on the page, click on my man's thing. Big up them, man, and their podcast and what they're doing right now. Shine love in the comments, man. Big up yourselves, B. Yeah, man.
It's mad.
It's true what my man's saying. Skelly's like a new signing. We knew he's about that midfield party business, and glad to see he's been put on. 100%. I think, and this is the thing, I think maybe had Arteta had this confidence early on in the season to switch up he kind of forced, in a way, he's done what he's always done and kind of forced the Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Odegaard, or the Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Eze midfield. Even I think he dropped Havertz in there one time and it didn't work. Do you get what I mean? I think we dropped points I think Bournemouth that was in it. Did he play Bournemouth and he dropped Havertz into the 10 and it didn't work? So it's good that maybe had he figured this out a bit sooner, there's games that we dropped points, we might have picked up points. But I suppose everything happens at the right time, and now.
I'd rather it now than you know what I mean. I'd rather it now. My only thing is I think there's been a lot of games we haven't needed the Rice and Zubimendi double pivot. It's not been, certain games where it's we need to go for it. Smash the hammer. Why are we playing that double pivot? You know what I mean?
The dumb thing about it is that Declan Rice has always been a DM.
Yeah,
he's never at West Ham. He was a DM, you might as well say, and we brought him in, and because we tried to put him in that Xhaka role, and at some points it did work because he had Thomas Partey. That's the difference. You got someone like Thomas Partey that can get it on the half turn like Skelly. He can pick it up. He can play forward passes. So it allowed Declan to bomb it up and down. And then we brought into the Mendy thinking he can do what Partey does, and he clearly is a whole different type of player. Still good, but he isn't I think Declan Rice probably playing besides Partey and watching how Partey played that role is more equipped for that role now. Do you get what I mean? Learning the role a bit differently.
Just going back to the Ethan thing, he said, right, this is why I'm so angry. We let Ethan go. He would have given the same energy Skelly is. And it's true, bro. The difference is, these young ballers, bro, they're not afraid. Like I was saying earlier, they're like, yo, give me the ball, bro. A man will show you, man, Wagwan. That's what these youngsters are on. They're not afraid, bro. Like Ethan, Skelly, Dowman. Yo, give man the ball, bro. You will see Wagwan. You see these old established ballers, pass it. But like, bro, I can't remember what game it was, Rice is knocked it to Oddie. Oddie's giving it back. Rice is knocked it to Oddie. Oddie's giving it back. Rice is bro, Rice said to him, yo, turn out. Like, turn around. Bro. Turn, bro. You see what I'm saying? Man's not turning. Bro, Skelly, the man I'm giving him, he's taking it on the half turn. Skelly's letting the ball run across him. He's taking it with the other foot. He's doing that, man. That midfield, bro.
He's sick of doing that, man.
He's not scared. So his confidence going up has made the other players say, "Yo, all right, boy, we're gonna have to step it up."
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? They have to step it up, which is good. So that freshness that Skelly's like brought now, like man, have got to go with it, and that's why he's keeping Zubi at the team. Arteta knows that right now, Skelly starting. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, we need that. I think we just need them fresh legs in the midfield to kind of drive the team forward, like he does. He does it so many times. We've seen it early on in the season against Atletico Madrid, when he turned on a half turn, drove past those players, set it up for Martinelli to score, and he's done it in bare games. Did it against Real Madrid. He's done it. Like, he is a big time player. If you put it that way, he's only 19, and that's the crazy part about it. And I think probably if you trust him in there, and that, you probably won't need to go and dip in the market to go and get someone if you trust Skelly. Because imagine when he's 22, 23 and he's been playing in that role. Do you get what I mean? Like,
one thing I can say now, but Skelly ain't getting sold now.
Nah, 100% not. Nah, 100% not. They're not selling Skelly.
Ain't getting sold now, brother. Skelly.
Alcoholic author with the lean on a cannon. That's a sick one, you know. That's a sick one. I fuck with that, man. I fuck with that heavy still. Yeah. Give man something to think about. Big up yourselves, man. Who would you like to see leave this summer? Realistic replacements. We can touch on this quickly. We're going to touch on this a bit later, but we can touch on this now quickly.
I'm going to do the replacements, but the exits this year, I would like to see. We know Gabby's gone. Gabby Jesus is gone. Yeah.
We know Jesus is gone.
He's going somewhere. I don't think Martinelli's going, you know, unless a proper bid comes in, but it's a bit 50-50 with Martinelli. But Gabby Jesus is gone. I ain't gonna lie. I'd like to see Odegaard go, you know. I'd like to get a little change off Odegaard.
What? Yeah. That's
a
shocking one still, yeah.
I'd like to see a little change off Odegaard. I think Trossard's going this year. I think Trossard, Odegaard, Gabby Jesus, and Blanco, man. Whoa, now that he's injured, I don't know, but I think Blanco as well. Those four for me.
I can see that. Yeah.
I'd say those are the four that are definitely exiting this year still.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree. I reckon Havertz, Gabriel Jesus. I can see either Trossard or Martinelli, even though I prefer to keep Martinelli. To be fair, I wouldn't mind keeping both and just bringing in another winger, and having Trossard around and having Martinelli, because I just think Martinelli. I think the reason why I think Havertz is gone, even though Arteta loves him, he's injury prone for one, and I think Danny, if you bring in Alvarez or if you get rid of Jesus, then maybe you can keep Havertz. But I feel like both are going to go, and I think we need to shake it up and bring in 2-3 fresh new forwards. Do you get what I mean? I think Havertz.
I can see the angle there still.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? I can see Havertz does what he does, but he's neither a striker or a 10 in it. So I would just go and get another striker. Put it this way, you know, hear this now, and you man tell me what you think, right? Let's say you get rid of Havertz and you get rid of Jesus, and you bring in Julian Alvarez and Victor Osimhen. So you got Gyökeres, Victor, Julian Alvarez, and Victor Osimhen. Now you've got rid of 2 strikers, brought in another 2 that are just elite level, isn't it? And now your rotation for all competitions is strong. Do you get what I'm saying? It's strong. You know what I mean? Because I feel like even with Osman and them, man, yeah, let's say you wanted to go that with two strikers or whatever, or push one out wide a little bit. Victor's got the legs to maybe go on the left a little piece or drift in. You know what I mean? I just think there's so many ways that, and you just there. You know what I mean?
You know what? Yeah, I see. Obviously, there's a lot of Osimhen talks. Yeah, me personally, the reason I don't think the Osimhen thing would materialize is because Arteta can't deal with them man there. Them misbehaving wicked man there, fam. Ozil, Aubameyang.
Yeah, no.
You'd have to put in that league as well. Arteta can't deal with them man, bro.
Yeah,
he can't deal with them man there, fam.
And that's why I think maybe Havertz stays. Havertz is his boy. He loves Havertz. He knows Havertz. And I think if you get Julian Alvarez in, and you've got Gyökeres, and you keep Havertz fresh, and you more save Havertz, because I think next season we're going to see a lot of preservation in the legs of the players in terms of, like, you got a big squad, yeah, so you improve the squad even more, right? You get even more players in, higher quality players, and you just give a lot more rest to your Sakas, your Havertz, you know what I mean? The players that are kind of injury prone, so you get them firing at this, similar to what PSG have done, and like what you see what Bayern Munich have the luxury of doing, where they rest their players for the prime part of the season, innit? Do you get me? And I think Arteta has already mentioned it. He mentioned it in a press conference, and I could see him maybe looking at how can I get my players ready and primed for this part of the season when now we're going into semi-finals of the FA Cup, Carabao Cup finals, Champions League semi-finals. Do you get what I mean? And then the crunch side of the Prem.
I definitely think I would tend to agree and say, yeah, Arteta would want to be able to do that. And it would make sense because we've seen again from this season, bro, you see the business end. One thing about Pep knows the business end of the season. Now, it may not necessarily be, all right, well, it won't work. But even the acquisitions of Gay and Semenyo in January, bro, those are big acquisitions, you know? That's huge. That is huge.
I do feel like we slept on that. We could have done with those.
Semenyo, bro, both of them. Both of them wanted to go.
Both
of them wanted to go Arsenal. Like the Semenyo thing, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've rubbished it off and I've put it under the carpet, but that one hurt. I'm not gonna lie, fam, because I feel like Semenyo was begging to go Arsenal.
No, 100%. 100%.
I feel like it was begging to go Arsenal, bro. That's real talk. You know what I mean? He wanted to go Arsenal, he was ready, and we were just like, wait till summer. He was like, nah, big man, I'm trying to go now.
And that's where it was. Like, he wanted to move now, and I feel like in order to secure the league and everything, we should have just pulled the trigger on that. Just to quickly to touch on this, 1 year being sold, it's a no. Like, we can't do that. Nah. We're not even gonna discuss that. He needs to stay. He needs to fight for his position and do what he needs to do.
The only way 1 year sold is if he's getting sold abroad, and that ain't happening. And we definitely ain't gonna sell no Prem club.
Or he comes back with attitude problems, and he's just not trying to turn up. Because you look at this season and look what Arteta did with Miles Lewis-Skelly, where he said he was tough on him. Now, Skelly could have took that toughness and been sulking about it, and then, you know what I mean? But instead, he got his head down, and look, he's being rewarded at the back end of the season. So you could have got to this part of the season and thought, that's it, your season's done. Not knowing that now, in the crunch, the most important part of the season, you're going to be involved in the team, innit? Do you get me? So that, I just hope he can come and do his thing, and then and crack on and just get into this squad. I know it's a hard squad to get into, but there's a lot of competitions. And this is the thing. I think Arsenal, if they want to compete on a high level, because, remember, the rival fans put this quadruple thing on us. It wasn't us. Like we said in previous episodes, the reason why we feel we needed to go for the quadruple is because we needed to win something, so you have to go strong in everything. Not that we thought we was going to complete the quadruple, but you want to at least win the Carabao Cup, win the FA Cup, win something, which means you have to go strong for everything. So I feel like to put us in our best position to win things next season, they're going to have strong squads across the board for each competition. Do you get what I mean? Like,
yeah, because I think when you look at the games that we got eliminated from the domestic trophies, all right, Carabao, that was the final. Anything can happen. So you say, but really and truly, the FA Cup, we could have gone further.
Yeah,
few more
100%.
players that we could have swapped in and swapped out, and we definitely.
Yeah. Well, the team was good enough to beat. The team was good enough to beat Southampton. We just did it. We was shit.
But you know, if you've got a second-rate top striker that's starting that game or whatever, causing problems, they're dealing with that. Do you know what I mean? They're dealing with that still.
Yeah.
I don't Nonny still. We're not going to ship out Nonny still. Nah, we're not.
Listen, man, this Nonny thing has been coming back to bite me, right? Like, because I've been singing Nonny's praises, and I don't know if any man's been watching previous episodes. I've been bigging up Nonny. I rate Nonny. Ain't got no M product right now, but he tries. He's got the ability, and if he can home in that ability, bro, if he can just sort it out, stop kicking it off the pitch,
why Nonny's not going nowhere, The reason why Nonny's not going nowhere is Nonny is in the middle. Nonny ain't been good, but he ain't been back. Yeah. So when you look at it on that scheme, you can say, he could get another try. Do you know what I mean?
And when we needed him to turn up and do something, he did something. Nonny was injured.
He ain't been good, but he ain't been bad. But Nonny's still young. So there's a lot of time for him to get molded into a good player. Because let's be real, once Nonny knows where the white lines are and when to cross the ball, he could be a guy, fam. Because he's not scared to take players on.
Yeah, 100%.
He's not scared to take players on. Whereas when you look at Martinelli used to do that. But Martinelli don't really do that no more.
He's had flashes this season of it, but he don't do it as much as he used to. Yeah. He picks and chooses when he wants to turn up. Martinelli, man.
But the truth is, you got to have wingers that are beating their fullbacks, beating the defender. Yeah. Because otherwise, truly, what are you doing then? Because when I know we're going back a while here, but bro, when you think back to Lundberg on one side and Pires on the other, brother, the man are just tearing wherever defenders there,
they get mashed up. Yeah, they get worked.
That little stop and then that little shimmy.
Yeah. They'll get it worked. But
he's gone without.
But this is the scary settings, because if Arsenal identify the fact that's what they need in terms of, we understand we've got the defense, maybe need to get some proper left backs. I know, I think it was Biz made a comment about the centre backs being converted into fullbacks and stuff like that. But we might need to still run with the centre back fullback thing, but get some proper fullbacks so you can alternate, And then, all we're lacking is the forwards. All we're lacking is the madman. Well, on the right hand side, you got Saka, you got Nonny, and you have Max Downham. So it's not so much the right hand side, but we need the left hand side to contribute just as much madness as the right. And I think that's where we're lacking at the moment, is that we don't have the right hand side to the left hand side to kind of keep up with what we've got going on the right. But if we get that now, it's even more of a problem, because we're still, even though the haters would like to think that we're rubbish and we're shit at football and we're just fucking up the league and that, but in reality, the team is a mad team, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
I think on the fullback note, the only thing is, which is definitely true, we've got one of the best fullbacks in the world in Timber, but the injury thing is just bro, this is a pivotal time of the season. We need Timber in that team. They said the other day that he's back on grass, which is good. And personally, I personally believe he's a lot more forward than they're letting on. I believe they're getting him ready for little half an hour at Palace, and then so that he can then start in against PSG. That's what I believe.
Yeah, 100%.
Right now, obviously, we've just lost Blanco, So what? The next game we're going to have to start
Mascara. Yeah, come on. Mascara can do that. Mascara's not rubbish, you know.
Bro,
can do the job.
Mascara's a bad boy. Like, even going back to West Ham the other day, I don't understand why it weren't a straight swap. But that's another day.
This is what I'm saying. I just think Arteta jittered, and I think he jittered. He kind of went to his default setting, tried to do something what he thought was safety, messed up the whole balance. And that brings us back, because I know we kind of got sidetracked. We was talking about the West Ham game. But let's bring it back to the decision. Like, we've already talked about Trossard. Let's get to the VAR decision. Yeah. The uproar, the fact everyone's going mad. I see Sky pulling up to Callum Wilson's yard, doing a whole report. That's another thing. Yeah, I'm gonna add this. I've never seen one of the decisions that hasn't gone our way. Sky pull up to Arteta's yard or Odegaard's crib or Declan Rice's crib to talk about the decision that hasn't gone our way. Like they say that we're delusional and that we got main character syndrome and all these things, but if you can't see it this season, what the media have tried to do with Arsenal this season, then I can't help you, bro, because I am not dreaming. I am not seeing that this. I am seeing, we're all seeing the same thing. Do you get what I mean? Like,
you see, you see this outrage, yeah? This outrage is crazy. And let's have it right. It is simply because it's Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more than that, because there's always something else. Like, all right, take for instance this decision, yeah? Oh, yeah, but look at Rice, he done this. Oh, but look at Trossard, he was doing that. And then look at this, he was doing that, and Gabriel was doing this, and this was doing that, and you don't do this every week. No, Arsenal have a corner and a set piece regime that causes confusion and it causes problem. This is a straight up foul. I don't understand what we're debating here. Yeah. This is a foul. What Arsenal do is Arsenal cause confusion, and there may be a little bit of dark art. Cool. But a foul, guys. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. Why are we debating a foul? Because on all the medias, Talk Sport, Sky Sports, BBC, oh yeah, but Arsenal been doing this all year. And then they say, okay, but do you think it was a foul? And then they go, yeah, it was definitely a foul. Yeah. But Arsenal have been doing this all year. Like I was saying to my man the other day in the gym, if you do a crime, Dougie, and I do a crime, you don't get caught, but I get caught. I can't say, oh, so how comes you not never caught Dougie when Dougie's doing crime?
What you stitching for?
it's like
why are you stitching? Right, yeah,
Dougie's doing crime, but we caught you, bro. Yeah, but this ain't fair because Dougie didn't get caught. All right, so what are we doing here? You see what I'm saying? Go on. I
was gonna say, but to be fair, big ups. Like Danny Murphy said it on Match of the Day, which I was quite shocked that he is an Arsenal pagan. Let's have it right. Danny Murphy. I'm more to the point. I'm surprised that a lot of anti-Arsenal pundits have come in. Paul Scholes has said it was a foul. Jamie Carragher, if people haven't watched that breakdown, which probably everyone has watched it, but if you haven't watched the breakdown on Monday Night Football, he broke it down phenomenally. Danny Murphy said it was a foul. Everyone's come out and said it is a foul. And the fact that Danny Murphy said the only reason people are in uproar is because it's Arsenal is so true. I think, if you know what it is, everyone is so wishing for us to fail, yeah? Everyone, that the celebrations that everyone, it's because it's the anticlimax, and it's that you get that euphoria of celebrating the goal, thinking we've bottled it in the 94th minute or whatever, to then later get brought back down to earth and then be upset that you've not got the outcome that you wanted, because the realization of Arsenal winning the league is getting closer and closer. I feel still on the edge. I'm confident, but City picking up points. Every game that we go into is a cup final. We need to go and smash Burnley. And I feel like if we beat Burnley last game of the season, Palace, but this is what I'm saying, you just don't know now. Because ineffectively, Bournemouth need to slap Man City. And that's what we're all hoping for, isn't it? We're all hoping for Bournemouth to do the job against Man City and put it all to bed, but we just don't know. But yeah, man, and that is where it is, because it is a foul. Raya, you cannot hold a man's arm, bro. You can't pull a man's shirt. And it's funny, VAR didn't even pick up on the shirt pulling. They didn't even mention the shirt pulling.
They just went for the arm across the neck.
Yeah, but you know what's mad? The VAR guy, he wanted it to stay, you know. If it wasn't for the brother that was telling man, nah, because man, he was moving like a pagan. He was like trying to say he didn't see nothing wrong in it. Do you get me at first? So,
but look at that. Look at this, yeah, bro. Look how much uproar this is. Like this was Sunday. Today's what, Wednesday, and it's still on, yeah. Bro, like, think about it like this, yeah. Everton and Man City, brother. What Bernardo Silva done and got away with, yeah, is outrageous, bro. And there ain't no after talk about that. There's no one talking about the way Bernardo Silva grabbed man, spun man around, and dashed man on the floor.
But 100%. Well, they say that they said the ball weren't in play, innit? That's what it is. They're basically saying with the Bernardo Silva one, the ball wasn't in play, and that was why he was able to get away with that. Abu, sorry, my bad. Football Terrace, Terry Flowers, Big Boy Show, said that he'll give 5k to anyone that can show him the incident on Raya that was done by Arsenal this season. No one collected that 5k because there is no footage. Because the thing is, like, Rory talks, like Jamie Carragher broke down. Arsenal perfected the way to push the boundaries to their limit and stay within the boundaries of what is tolerated. And that's the thing. And what's legal. But like going back, reflecting back on what Rory said, this is the thing. Everyone's trying to say Arsenal are the catalyst for what we've seen in the Premier League this season. But Arsenal aren't. What you're seeing with Arsenal now is the result of being victimized season after season, season after season, where we've gone into games, so many games. Like you look at when we go play Newcastle away, when they beat us when we came fifth, and they bullied us. They bullied us. Yeah, there's games when Brentford beginning of the season when Norgard scored the goal and they pinned Leno and they bullied us. There's so many games that I could say as an example of where we get bullied in set pieces, long throws. Remember, we always used to go Stoke and Roy Delap used to just pretty much throw it into the top bins, that bullied us. And what Arteta did was adapt, realize and say it weren't going to happen again. Also, from what was allowed to us, understand the boundaries that we can work in because, okay, you're saying basically this can happen to us. Do you get me? So if this is the boundaries that you are saying we can abide by, then we go and do it now. And that's what's happened. We've now turned to this club. Yeah.
We've genuinely got bigger players now, bro.
Yeah.
We've got bigger players now. Like we've come for a time when our defense weren't big, so man are getting bullied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it was. We were getting bullied, bro. Like pieces, we were getting bullied. And like Henri said months ago, they told Arteta to find a way. Do you know what I mean? And we started to find a way. Everyone loves to talk about corners and set pieces. Bro, we ain't scored a set piece since January.
Yeah,
the last set piece that they said was, Eze's goal class is a set piece. We all know that wasn't a set piece.
I don't care. Take it, though. Call it a set piece. I don't business.
Do you know what I mean? But the fact still remains, if you're talking corners where everyone said, you lot are set piece FC, bro, we ain't banged the corner since January, bro.
Yeah.
We've been banging outfield goals. How comes when we do all the outfield goals, you ignore all of that and talk about, you just scored pieces?
Well, we know why. We know why. And I think Arsenal fans, we need to stop asking why and just, we know what it is. Because we say why, but we know. And the thing is, it's because it's us. It's because it's us.
From last year, it was, you lot are going to fall off in November.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to fall off in December. Oh, January. Oh, February. Oh, brother. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not happening, fam. Do you see what I'm saying? So now you've got to find different arguments. Oh, Arsenal always doing dark arts, wasting time. Oh, did you know that Arsenal their games only have like 60 minutes in play and blah, blah, blah. Oh, did you know Arsenal would be bottom of the league if they didn't have penalties? Did you know Victor Gyökeres, Gyökeres has got 21 goals, bro. What are we saying?
Yeah.
Whether you want to say happens, penalties, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever dissing him and doing up memes. Oh yeah, his hair and he wears jeans and he wears Timbs. Man's got 20 odd goals, bro.
For his first season in the league as well. Do you get me? It is just the fact that what they call it. I think there's a word for it. They call it Arsenal delusion or Sutton syndrome or whatever it is. Like, you know, who said it? I think I saw someone saying it, and it's so true. Arsenal have been the butt of everyone's jokes. And you know what? If your team ain't doing well, it's cool because Arsenal's doing worse. Do you get what I mean? So, but the problem we're having now is Arsenal's now rising now, becoming good, challenging, up there, you know, trying to get it over the line. Is now making the likes of Man United, Chelsea, all these other clubs realize their failings. Because technically, these lot have had a head start on us. How many rebuilds have they all gone through? How many times have they attempted to rebuild their teams and getting new managers and it's not worked? And we've gotten, you know, since Wenger, we've had 2 managers, one for a short pace of time and now Arteta, and now we're back challenging. Whereas, you know, look at Man United, since Fergie left, how many managers have they had? Do you know what I mean? Since Chelsea, Mourinho probably was their golden time. How many managers have they had? They've been through, but yes, they've won silverware, don't get me wrong. But it's it's always been for a short period of time, come in, win a little something and then cut out. Do you get what I mean? So Arsenal doing well now and or, you know, on the verge of their dominance period for a little while, hopefully, like God willing, is reminding everyone else how crap they are. And it's just now they're not being able to deal with it and function with the fact that now this is the reality that they're going to have to deal with now. That this Arsenal team, in my eyes, is going to dominate for the next few seasons, especially now if Pep leaves. Do you get what I mean?
Definitely. Bro, have you noticed, Liverpool just slid under the radar, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, remember, they're the defending champions, bro. They've had a pathetic season, bro.
Pathetic. Yeah, 100%. But you know what? We know this is what it's gonna be. We know what it's gonna be with them, man. And we know what it's gonna be with all of them. United, you know what? This is the reality of what it is now as an Arsenal club that is on the cusp of doing amazing things. The hate is strong, and this year the hate has tried to be really strong. Like them, I swear, certain man probably out there doing judge and that, like to kind of, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it feels. Like every step of the way has been a hate campaign, and that's why I feel like this team deserves it, because you know what? They told us to stay humble here, that was it. Like, be humble, tap my man on the back, right? And ever since then, moving forward, whether people choose to agree with me or not, but every step of the way since then, Arsenal have done it like the honourable way. Yes, the fans have got excited and done whatever, but the players have got, even when City caught us this season, we've got our head down, we've just grinded it out. You look at the last 3 or 4 games, they said City was going to go on this mad run. Who's went on the run and not conceded a goal? Arsenal. We would have been the ones that have been, you get what I mean? So I just respect the boys, what they're doing and how they're cracking on and what they've been doing and just keeping moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Bro,
and, man is doing the West Ham Iron sign in his press conference. You know how mad that is?
Yeah. I was going to get to that one. I wasn't even that was on the list of conversations, but we can get to it. You get me? Quickly though, before we touch on that, big up Views on Sport. Everyone, big up Big Boy Channel. Had me on his show. Big up yourself, my brother. You ready? Always ready, bro. Come on, man. We're there, fam. We're there. You know what I mean? Every SK, big up yourself. He said every single season for the last 4 years, Arsenal have improved on their weaknesses, whereas other teams haven't improved on nothing. Did you get what I'm saying? All these other teams, they ain't improved on nothing. I don't know. Like even Man United with Carrick, they're looking like they're going to offer him the job. I just think next season they're going to struggle. I know man are going to say I'm a hate. I don't know. I don't care. But I don't think what you see City do and what Arsenal are doing, and you even look at Liverpool in the Champions League, they were in all the competitions, and you see how they fell off. You see what European football and what the pressures of it has done to Tottenham this season. Do you get me? Like, it ain't just because you finished third this season, you're going to go up. Like, Arsenal and City are conditioned for these run-ins of games to be able to still compete at the highest level and challenge. Man United, I think they're just going to jump into that category of the top boys like that because they spent the whole season playing one game every 14 days.
The Man United thing is crazy to me because it's like, guys, you play every 7 to 10 days, if not more.
Yeah.
Like you just like Bruno, you should be smashing out assists for Joe because brother, you're not dealing with no pressurized games. You're dealing with Premiership games every 12 days, my brother. You're supposed to be mashing out mad assists. Your players are supposed to be running rings around everybody else, and you're not even doing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You've got players like it's only Man that are really bigging up their signings. Like, oh yeah, Cunha and them man they're not doing a madness. You know what I mean? They're not doing a madness considering you man are on break every week. Your players can go to Dubai every week, fam. Every week.
I saw them man in Dubai.
See?
I was in Dubai the other day. I see Lenny Euro. I see Cole Palmer. I saw them there. Do you get me? I see them out there. You get me?
You man could nip out to Dubai every week because there's no pressure going on. Come back, do a little training, little sauna steam, and then run on the pitch and do your thing. And on top of all of that, you still can't even string together 5 wins because you still got that brother who now has to rock that mad afro the whole pre-season, fam, because you can't even string 5 wins together. So don't be telling me about next season you're on smoke. You're not on smoke. You can't even smoke this year, and you've got mad breaks. So now you're celebrating Champions League. But, brother, the last time United was in the Champions League, it's like they forget. Man got bottom of the table with all them foolishness there. So what do you think Cunha and then Buemo and them man is going to carry you through Champions League? You think that Arsenal signing at the back is going to do a Mazza? He's not.
No.
You know what I mean? Bro, like United, your guys. I remember when they used to diss Arsenal about this. Oh, your players leave and they win stuff, brother. Rashford, McTominay. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Lukaku. Like let's not.
Another man's trash is the next man's treasure, boy.
Rashford's just got like 20. I think it's 22 GA, bro. Yeah. Scored in El Clasico, won the league. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Yeah. And you don't think that Carrick is the future? We've seen this story before with Ollie. Yeah. We've seen it. Ollie will sign the thing, give him the paperwork, give him the contract, let him name his price. We've seen it.
I don't think Carrick is a bad manager. What he's done in this space of time, I feel, he's done good works in it. But I don't feel I think it's the fan base. Maybe the players will understand. Maybe the board will understand. They'll try to get but the fans, I feel like the fans don't understand the pressures their team is going to be under and the lack of experience of. Like, the people like Cunha. Cunha's been at Wolves, bro. He don't know about playing European football and then trying to play Premier League at high levels. Same with Bremo. None of these men that are cool. The striker, Šeško, obviously played in Germany, played in Europe and all of that, in the Champions League and all of that. But even him, as a young boy, he's not going to want to come to the forefront. And Casemiro, how much legs does this man think he's got in his legs? Do you get what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be tough for them next season.
Šeško don't even want to step up for penalties, rude boy. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Big say pressure. Man, pressurized game, and man don't want to take a penalty, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Do you know what I mean? So United need to relax, bro. Because Carrick is a good manager, but like I said, you can't sign the big boys. The big boys ain't coming in to listen to Carrick, bro. It's just like when my man was at Chelsea the other day. Man at Chelsea are saying, "Hey, who's my man, fam? And what's he talking about?" You know?
They're not trying to hear that, and it showed because them man went on a losing streak that was just mental. What
he's telling man about? Oh yeah, do that. Someone said, "I chat to my man because." Allow it. Like, what do you told this mad you talk to this you? Who's this motherfucker? Talk to this you about he's telling me what to do. I've won more trophies than this guy. I've seen his stuff from Hull. I'm mad. You see what I'm saying? And bro, when a man like Xabi Alonso goes to Real Madrid and man at Real Madrid are chiefing out Xabi Alonso, you know it's mad. You get me? Xabi Alonso's a decorated baller, bro. Yeah. He's a decorated baller. You've got young man that they're like, big man, I've won the World Cup as well. Relax. You know what I'm saying? The only problem with Real Madrid is they believe in player power, so they would rather get rid of coaches. Do you know what I mean? But
that's the stars.
Yeah, the same thing will happen to Carrick. Like, who are Man you really going to bring in? That's going to be like, I really want to go and work with Michael Carrick.
We don't know, man. We'll have to see. Man. We'll have to see what the man can do. You know what I mean?
I'm not for it, man. I know they got drawing power.
We'll see. But forget them. We'll forget United and we'll move back because we was chatting about Pep at the press conference and come on you Irons and City's desperation. City beat Palace tonight. Change the starting lineup. I kept telling man all day and night and the last couple of days that Palace was going to do the job against City and they just got rolled over like Utes. Saying, come on, you Irons. I see a lot of shuffling going on. I'm seeing this City team, man, to go back to what man was saying about how we've moved in the way that we've moved in this City team. And this is how I just know that everyone's just like stupid and not seeing, because if we was doing what City's doing, bringing a bottle to the game, doing all this madness, Pep, Arteta was like, come on, you Eagles for Palace in the press conference. Man will be making fun of that and running bare jokes on, man. But Pep is being able to get away with this foolishness and all what City have been going on with. Would you say that they're worried that this one's got away from them now?
I would. I think. I don't know if I'd say that they think it's got away from them, because a lot of people saying that today based on seeing City starting lineup. They rested Haaland. They rested Doku. Well, Doku came on as a sub, but they didn't start Haaland. They didn't start Doku. They didn't start Shirky, I think. But remember, we're talking about a team like Man City. Their second string is more than capable of beating Palace. They still had Gahey. They still had Semenyo. They still had them, man. Doku came on. Doku came on. So we're not talking about they changed up 11 man. And Palace changed players as well. They rotated. Like, I don't really know why Palace rotated at this point. I would have more rotated against us because of their conference.
Which I think they still will, but I think Glasner's probably looking at it like he ain't trying to do anyone any favours.
Yeah. Or he can't afford for anyone to pick up any kind of small knock or whatever. So I get, but I still think they're still in it. I never expected Palace to do anything against City today because it was at the Etihad. I didn't expect it. The only game that I called and said I think something's going to happen there, and this is what I do believe. I believe we win on Monday, and then we win the league on Tuesday. That's what I believe. I believe we win the league.
You reckon Bournemouth are going to do the trick?
Yeah, because unless City absolutely smoke Chelsea and start bringing man off after 50 minutes.
That's possible, though.
It should be, it is possible right now.
It's possible, though. Chelsea are terrible.
You'd like to think that Chelsea are really holding back their eggs for this FA Cup basket. Well, they must be. But, you'd like to think that they're not going to go all the way to Wembley and get absolutely rolled. So you got to think to play a cup final and then 3 days later, on a Tuesday or Saturday, Tuesday, have to go to Bournemouth. Bournemouth, who can get into the Champions League. Not only can they get into the Champions League, but it's Areola's last game at Bournemouth. So you're thinking to yourself, boy. And remember, Bournemouth are they're the most on-form team right now.
Yeah. It's a hard game.
That's a difficult game. So remember, right now, everyone's bouncing the pressure like, oh, Arsenal is back to you now. City have got one more goal than us. They're only 2 points behind. So now it's on the Burnley game. Bro, the Burnley game at the Emirates with a stadium full of Arsenal fans, there's no excuse that we don't absolutely smoke Burnley. Burnley are supposed to. The goal go straight back up by about 4 or 5. That's the rule. Do you know what I mean?
That's what we're hoping for. We don't want it to be a hard game. We don't want Burnley to come and close the door on us and shut shop and just make it a difficult game for us, and then everyone starts panicking and that whole stadium full of gooners turns into a stadium full of anxiety and worry. That's what we don't want.
What's supposed to happen is Arsenal is supposed to be 2 up after 16 minutes. That's what's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
think we get the early goal. I think we're going to pepper them straight away. And I think, like, for all their fight and their huff and their puff, I think what did they do? They drew midweek, the last game, 2-2, didn't they? They got a result against Aston Villa. Might give them a little confidence. But, yeah, I think if we pepper them, get the early goal, just they ain't sent no fans to the game. So they really said, you know what I mean?
Final Emirates game, the stadium's going to be rocking.
Yeah.
The stadium's going to be rocking. The new shirts out. They're going to be wearing the new shirt. The fans are going to have the new shirt on. The atmosphere, they probably have a tifo or something, like final game, innit? So they got to do it big. There's all the things pointing towards why Arsenal was supposed to smoke Burnley on Monday. Do you know what I mean? Like, they even moved the game thinking that, this is going to be the crowning. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's turned out different. All the signs are there that we should be smoking Burnley. But, I don't think City are giving up. I do think that Pep's definitely got that voice in the back of his head, like, yeah, man, Arteta's got this one. But I suppose you have to keep going with it. I even think, just going back to something you said earlier, I think Pep's even going this year.
100%. They like Fabinho come out and said that Mascara is like the lined up as the next one in line. Yeah, so all it boils down to is what I think it just boils down to what they achieved this season. I think if Pep wins the Prem, let's say, he might bow out on a high. If he loses, he might say, you know what, run it back one more season, give me some bread. Remember, he's allowed to pick his destiny. They're not kicking him out, innit? So it's whether how the season ends for him and whether he feels like he wants to run it back again, innit? I suppose that's what it's all going to boil down to, innit?
A few people have said it. A few people have seen it like you and have said that. I don't think so, you know. I don't think he runs it back. I personally think he loses the league to Arteta. He's out. He's out, because I seem to believe that a lot of people are seeing it how a lot of us Arsenal fans are seeing it. We get this league over the line this season. Next season we're gonna win it again, because see all of this pressure that we've had this season that's up there. Next season,
it don't mean that. And then you've got that star-studded team that we've.
Everything they've said about us this season, they can't say next season. We can't get it over the line. We bottle it. We can't finish it. We don't have to do with the business end of the season.
And I think that's why they're so desperate for us to fall off. Yeah, that's where it is, because then if they fall off,
if Arsenal bottle, this is the biggest bottle in history. It's not.
The
biggest bottle in history belongs to Man United, but they don't talk about that. Do you know what I mean? They don't talk about that. It's just Arsenal. Like today, when I see footage and they say, go on.
Keep going. I've got someone else that's just really.
Okay. Yeah, so
I don't know if he's ready, but I'll throw him in there. But he can, once he's ready, he can jump in. Yeah.
At the end of the day, they talk about it's the biggest bottle in history and yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, like I said, next season, all of that is gone, bro. The bottling thing is
gone. Bro, and you know what? I never looked at it like that, you know. I never looked at it like that. You're right, because it's like once next season hits, and what do you say now in these moments? Like, you can't say they bottled it. You can't say they're bottle jobs. You can't say that these men don't know how to get it over the line. You just, all you're going to be praying for is man to lose a game. That is it, really. Like, to drop points. That's what you can really pray for, because all the narratives and all the stuff that you pushed can't get pushed again. You know what I mean? They all been eradicated, and that's why this, like I said, this heightened amount of pressure won't be there next season. That's why it is so imperative to get this over the line, because it eradicates everything. You ain't won a trophy. Yes, we have. You ain't won the league. We have. You can't get it over the line. Yes, we can. Like, it's this season, you know, one thing this season they haven't said nothing about
Arsenal's injuries, bro. Bro, we've had injuries, you know.
We're in second place to Tottenham. Quickly, Stripes, if you're talking, we can't hear you, innit? Yeah? Just so you know. So, can't hear you. I don't know if your mic is muted or your mic's not connected, but we can't hear you. But just once you get it connected, just talk, and once we can hear you, we'll let you know we can hear you, innit? But what was you saying? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's what it is. Like all of them things are eradicated. Arteta's not a top manager, he hasn't won. Or sorry, he won, but that was Unai's team and
all the chat is done. I can't lie. All the chat, if we can get over the line this season, all the chat is done.
Yeah,
check.
There you go.
Am I in the booth, yeah?
Yeah, you're in the booth still.
Gary Neville was saying, if Arsenal win the Champions League, it's great. It's a monumental thing if Arsenal win the Champions League because obviously they've never won the Champions League. But you have to win the Premier League to be a manager that's respected in this here thing. You have to win the Premier League because that's your bread and butter. The Champions League is
though, man. Gary Neville's full of crap, man. What he says counts for nothing, man.
But I think that point he's making is a correct statement.
No, but I think the point you was making earlier probably holds more weight than what he was saying, because what you were saying earlier, I think, speaks to the mentality of the players, which is exactly, bro. Like you just need to win, and I think that's why even if we'd won the League Cup, I think that would have done it, because these boys know they're good. These boys know that they can hang. You got to think about it. Yeah, it's no easy feat. To be top 2 4 seasons in a row, because that's literally what these boys have achieved, and the average age is probably something like 24 25 years old, probably brought up a little bit with the Parteys and Jorginhos of the previous seasons, and some of the older guys now. It's a very young team and they're competing at the top, so these boys know they can hang. Literally, what you were saying, Zess. I don't know that what Gary Neville is like, if you win the Champions League, that's garbage. If you win one of the two,
me personally, us winning the Premier League is phenomenal business, because it's the first time done in 22 years, isn't it? And also the same thing like Liverpool. When Liverpool won it the first time, regardless whether it was lockdown or not, they won it. There's nothing you could say to them now. Do you get what I mean? Like, they got it over the line, and I think, especially coming up against a City team like they did, which City picked them 4 times in a row to the title until they won it on the 5th time or something. So it is a phenomenal achievement to win it against a 115 charges team like City. Do you get what I mean? Man. Where the machine is so strong, the engine is so big, they can do whatever they want to do. They want to go draw for players, they could draw for players. They could do whatever the fuck they want to do. So I think, but if we can do both the Champions League and the Premier League, now
just 3 games, man.
You're putting yourself down in legendary Arsenal, and I think that's more for the Arsenal thing. I don't care about what accolades these pundits want to give us to make themselves feel better about Arsenal and all of this, and because they've given us the all clear now, Arsenal's cool again. And fuck them. What I more feel like is if we win both, it's more about how this team cements themselves within the Arsenal teams of old. Because that's the thing, we always refer back to the Arsenal teams of old when we talk about Arsenal, knowing that the certain teams that have come after have been good, but just not good enough. So I feel like this team winning the Premier League in itself will cement them as a big team, but winning the Champions League and the Premier League gives them legendary status.
No, 100%. I think they need to win this Premier League, like for what the things you've mentioned, for the things Zester's mentioned, but for more than anything, and I imagine this is going to come from me as one of his harshest critics, just to show like Mikel Arteta is deserving, because this guy genuinely has improve this team, like whether it's be like minutely, incrementally, every year upon year. So you've got it 1 year like where our discipline is crazy, like too many red cards, you're giving away too much penalties. This season we ain't giving away 1 penalty in the Prem, no red cards in the Prem so far. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just the little details, you see that this manager seems to focus on and improves upon. I was I had a little bit of an emergency, but I was locked into what you man were talking about, and I can't remember at some point in the live, you man were talking about how about the set pieces and how we've gone from being weak and flimsy and creative and skillful and flary, and now we're robust, we're bigger in stature and kind of thing, and now we don't get bullied again. That's not by mistake. That's intentional. That's intentional.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So it's like we're always kind of improving in something. You get what I mean? All right, we're scoring open play goals, but we realize that set pieces is the way that we is the way of the game. Like even if you look in the championship, I saw a stat like the championship itself now. The game has gone from open play to set play goals. So you need to be like, you literally need to be like elite in every facet of the game in order to. And we're doing it. And I think these boys aren't going to get their justice. We're not going to get remembered for doing all of these things unless you win a Prem. And that's why I think even just for Arteta and even for the work he's done and even for the work that the players are, we need to win the Prem. And to be honest, who represents England quite like Arsenal? Let's keep it a buck. Who represents England? When I say that, like, I'm not even just, obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm not even just blowing smoke up our ass for the sake of it. Think about it. We've got, how many England internationals have we got on our team? We got Madueke, we got Saka, we got Ben White, I know he's injured. Now Declan Rice, exactly. We got
under 21s. We've got obviously Manieri, and we got
maybe even Max Dowman. Yeah. So we got like maybe 4 to 5 internationals in our team. And then on top of that, we have built our team. Like, I know guys are gonna say, "Oh, you guys have invested $1 billion." Over the course of 6 years, investing $1 billion. Come on, like that probably works out to be like less than 200 mil a year. You get what I'm saying?
That's normal. But I feel like even to go to the next level, you got to put that kind of investment into a team anyway.
But family, you got guys that are doing half a billion in one transfer window.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Players are failing, bruv.
And you know what's funny? We touched on this, Strabs, because this leads me on to the question that I wanted to ask you on, like, when we filmed today. Is that, but you kind of touched on it, so I feel like I might as well drop it in there. So now, obviously, it's not done yet. But Madam's opinion on Arteta, has it changed now? Seeing what they kind of are getting done over this course of, or if you take the emotion out of it and you look at what Arteta's done in, like you said, in the 6 years, and even just like changing our, being soft, that soft underbelly to now we're robust, we're this team that don't get bullied, where, you know what I mean, we're under everybody's skin, they all hate us, back to how Arsenal should be. Like, are you, man, giving Arteta this credit now? Or is it still Arteta out, like, not feeling it? Where are we at? Because, we've had these conversations, you get me? So I want to kind of, even like to see in your face, I feel like
you know what? So it's not for all the reasons, like the reasons that you mentioned, they go without saying. But I'll tell you what's making me warm to Mikel more than I have been in recent times. It was a sub when he brought Zubimendi on. And I thought you was gonna say that, That's when I was like, that's my
you know what's bad? I knew he was gonna say that because I feel like for a lot of men, especially the ones that are more diehard Arteta out than you, I feel like him bringing Miles Lewis-Skelly into the midfield, changing it all up, still think. You remember I said to you, when we had the last round, we was arguing. And I said to you, this team can still play ball. They've not lost the identity of being able to play ball. It's just that they shifted away from that. And we've seen it in the last couple of games that when they put Miles Lewis-Skelly in the midfield, drop Declan down into the 6, and now even with Saka coming back, I'm seeing patterns of play I never saw before all season. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm seeing little triangles. I'm seeing little intricate play, breaking the lines. I'm seeing a lot. So that shows you this team can still play like that under Arteta, innit? Do you get what I mean?
I tell you what, though. I think this season, where it could be the coming of age, is like we still have to cross the line because it's not going to count for anything if we.
And technically, it's not done.
It's not done yet. You get what I'm saying? But you see, but this is why I say for Arteta, we need to win this Prem because I want to jump on the ship. You see the ship that you man are.
I'm surfing on it. I'm surfing on it.
I want to ask you man for admission, innit? I want to be there. I want to be part of this Arteta cult that you man are in. I want to be there, but the only thing stopping me is. With all of this, because you see how you're saying, oh, now we can play ball. All right, if we could play ball, why don't we do it earlier? You get what I'm saying? So I don't want that to be the question at the end of the season because no one's gonna say why didn't we do it earlier if we win the Prem. It's gonna be like we did everything perfectly to the T. We had to play robust. We had to play kind of rigid football. We had to rely on set pieces at once upon a time. We had to kind of play direct once upon a time. We had to start playing silky football once upon a time. Everything's going to look perfect if you cross the line. If you don't cross that line, then it's going to be like, so what took you so long to wrestle with Mendy? What took you so long to play Miles Lewis Skelly? You know what I'm saying? Just like that, the perspective changes. So you need that trophy.
It's ruthless.
You get what I'm saying? Because then you get a Strives come in and say, well, I told you Mikel Arteta doesn't cross the line. And even though he's the greatest at doing this and he's improving this and that, he just seems to do things a little bit too late. If he did that change 3 games earlier, who knows? We could be champions.
All the criticism comes back,
All it comes, it comes back, and that's what we don't want.
Big up AJ the Mod. You're a new chat. I don't know if you've been in the chat before, but you seem new. Says, hi, gents, what's going on? He says, if he bottles it from here, sack him before the Champions League and give it to Renee Sledgers. She won it last season with the girls. This is one of Stripes' boys. I can tell already,
but you know what? I hear him. I don't hear him, but I hear him in the sense of, you see right now, we are at the point, where we cannot flop now. Like, there's no... we can't flop at this point. There's no excuse. No one's gonna give us but you played sick though.
I'll be honest. At this point right now, after getting past the West Ham game, where in my eyes everyone told me West Ham's the game, you're gonna drop points, and we've got through it. 2 games left, that we just have to bust up Burnley and arrested Palace. And if we can't get over the line from here, I will go to the Emirates and remove Arteta out of his office myself. Because right now, I'm joking. Like, I'm honest. Like I've always said, I'm confident the league is done. I stand on that mountain. But I think our PTSD, even City winning tonight and getting 2 points behind us again, I just need them to drop points. Just drop points so we can just chill because it's getting closer and closer, and you just want it confirmed. And I want. I have my heart set.
I don't want City to drop points. Hey, someone in
the gym was saying this today. He said, I want it to go down to the wire on the last kick in the game on goal difference.
They like stress. You see these Greys? These Greys weren't here before. These Greys came in after the West Ham game, bro.
This season's done to me, bro. This season has written me off, bro.
The reason why I don't want City to drop points, is because we are in a position, where 2 weeks ago it was win 4 games, win the league. Then it was win 3 games, win the league. We're still in the same position. The reason I don't want City to drop points is I want to see my team win 2 games, win the league. Yeah, if City drop points, cool, it's a bonus. No, win 2 games, guys. You're supposed to win. You've won 3 there. Win the last 2 games. Bro.
I don't even want to do it the hard way. I want to drive across the track and come back on and pass the finish line. I'm trying to cut corners.
I'll take
drive through the pit lane. I want to finish the league under safety car rules. You get me? I want to be a crash, and then the safety car come out and take us over the line like it should have happened for Hamilton when he lost that title. That's what I want. I don't want no safety car going back in this race.
I don't want a safety car because it was sweeter when Hamilton won it clean.
But it hurt so much when he got robbed by Verstappen, and them man the last time. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
bro. We've had our Verstappen years. We've had them. Newcastle away, like Rice getting sent off against Wolves. We've had our Verstappen years.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I need to see my team win like Lewis Hamilton. The pride when Hamilton won. When we think about his dad never had no peas. His dad had to sweep the floor.
Just inject it. Inject it.
We ain't got no rags to riches story, bro. We're invincibles out here, bro. Let's just win this one and get on with it, yeah?
You're looking at it wrong. Let me tell you something, Dougie. 20 odd years, bro. That is our rags to riches story. Listen, let me
I hear it.
Here. When we win the league, I don't want to hear nothing from no one.
But tell me this though. Tell me this. Would you rather have won it at Burnley or won it this week? Yeah, like City drop points today. We go into the Burnley game, have a turn up at the Emirates, rest the kids at Palace, and then go into a Champions League final with players well rested. That's my opinion. But let's keep it all in perspective, yeah? Like, guess what's going to happen? Burnley's going to give us... AJ, coming from Views on Sports' page, big yourself up, say, boys.
Yeah, big you up, AJ. Still, man, coming and showing love. But I guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna have the game of our lives against Burnley. For some reason, I'm telling you, Burnley's gonna show up and they're gonna be like, let's give the fans something to think about. But they're gonna. They're not even gonna set up a low block. They're gonna start balling out.
Burnley have no fans in the stadium, bro. It's just gooners, bro. Yeah,
it's the players. Like I said, the players are gonna be haters, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Starting PTSD's kicked in.
Nah, bro. Remember when we was playing Everton? Remember when we were playing Everton in the 23-24 season, and we was going to the wire with City, and it went to the last 45 minutes. You remember how tough Everton tried to play? I'm sure it was Everton. Was that the last game of the season?
You mean when we... No, that season when it went to points, we played Wolves. He played fucking Partey at right back. I remember that game, and we won it 3-0, but City... won the game easy. We needed City to drop points. They won their game easy. But I know what game you're talking about when we played Everton. They played the low block. I said they beat us 1-0. We drew 1-1.
No, I'm talking about the last game of the season. I can't remember
which one.
It's literally the 23-24 season. Yeah. So obviously we needed to win.
So that's the season that.
Yeah. So the season before the one with the season. The season was it?
Yeah.
Let me check it out. You man will know what I'm talking. If I might be getting the team wrong, but basically, it was when Havertz went on that goal scoring run. City and Arsenal literally going like band for band. We went on like a 16-game winning streak. They went on like a
when we lost the Villa. And that was the only game we lost.
Yeah. So, but the last game of that season. So remember, they went down to the last game of the season. I think it was Everton, yeah. But anyway, they were playing their hearts out, as in, bro, they had nothing.
Coming to cause the upset.
That's where I'm coming from. When I'm like, you see Burnley,
I hear you.
It might just be like, you know what, one last knees up. Let's do it for the fans. Let's do it for the fans at home. And you see Arsenal here, we've got this thing here where we like to make teams look good for no reason. No reason. So I'm expecting sweaty palms. I'm expecting a sweaty forehead. I'm expecting to have to put my do-rag in the wash because of the sweat. But I think it's gonna be a madness, bro. That's what
Let me tell you how it's gonna go. Stadium full of gooners. Yeah. Come on. Stadium full of gooners only. There's gonna be a tifo. Yeah. Come on. Brand new tifo. Our new Premier League. Bro, tifo for the Premier League game, final league game at home. Bro, our new shirt is out on Friday, bro. The team are going to be in the new shirt. All the stadium, everyone's got the new shirt, bro. The new shirt is out, bro. It's the first game in the new shirt, brother. 2-0 up in 16 minutes. I'm telling you, bro.
All right. I want to believe, man.
Listen, I'm here for it. But I'll be honest, I'm here for it, but I have to just be real. Like, I talked up the talk that City were going to drop points tonight, and they never.
Yeah, so you made me believe, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, but after our phone call, I went to sleep smiling like, don't make me believe.
I mean, a lot of man believe, and I can't lie. City picking up the points has triggered my anxiety a little bit, right? A little bit. But I am still of the belief it is ours. But the reason why I can't rest is because it's not done and it's getting closer. There's less games and it's getting closer. But I still believe Bournemouth. I still believe Bournemouth settled the score for us. I still believe Bournemouth have got
on Tuesday.
I 100% agree. And just so to clear something up, Mike said City played West Ham on that last game, and they actually bowled West Ham over. I don't even know why we thought West Ham was going to go and do anything, because I think that season that we took Declan off them or before or something, they weren't going to help us out. Do you know what I mean? And
who did we play? Because that's okay.
I'm pretty sure we played Wolves. I'm pretty sure we played Wolves that season, and we beat them. And Partey played right back. I'm pretty sure that was the game that we played them. And
guys, we're winning the league Tuesday. We're back.
Tuesday? Yeah. So what you're saying? We're gonna win on Bournemouth. We're gonna beat Burnley, and then what? Bournemouth get a draw,
and then Bournemouth get. I think Bournemouth might even do
get a win. Okay.
Yeah, they're capable. They're capable. They're at home as well. They're at home. So and City would have just played a final. Matt's asking, will Crystal Palace put it on you last game? Is there rivalry in London with you guys? No rivalry. To be fair, we actually get on Palace. Plus, if we win the league, Palace get 10 million for Eze off of us. So I'll be very surprised if they really try to show up in that game. Like, I'll be surprised. Like, and if they do go with a full strength squad when they've got a cup final 3 days away from that game, so I'll be very surprised in that one.
It was Everton, by the way. I just checked. It was Everton. Yeah, it was Everton, and we won 2-1. Tomiyasu and Kai Havertz.
Yeah. Well, AJ's asking us, gents. Let me put it this way: if we have Arteta success rate in our jobs, would you get sacked? Why is it different for Arteta? We all pay tax. He's paid in plays, nothing more than nothing less.
AJ, you sound like me, and I'm with you.
What's this?
I'm with you.
Wait, let me keep that up.
I'm with you, yeah.
So let me just tell you, Views on Sports. Like, I went on Views on Sports show. He warned me because him and his boys are like anti-Arteta, innit? Not like they sit on the side like you, Strives. You and Views will get on very well. You and him.
The thing is, we don't hate Arteta. We like him.
Yeah, I know.
But we like to just hold him to account.
But I just think there's like we've spoken. I think there's a lot of people that are just like, I'm not an Arteta outer in it, so I will defend Arteta as it stands, who I see fit in it. Like, obviously, if he starts doing mad shit, then what can I say? I can't defend him. But as it stands right now, I'm looking black. Are people not happy with what we're doing right now? We're on the verge of winning the Champions League. We've got one game to win the Champions League, and we're 2 games away from a Premier League title.
As soon as he got into the final, my no homo, but my heart softened a little bit. Like, I was like,
yeah, you know what? But then let's be real. What more do we want, right? We're challenging.
I want the trophy. I want a trophy.
Yeah, no, we want the trophies, but in comparison to everybody else around us,
it's not good enough.
We are challenging at the top. There's a lot of ungrateful behavior going on there.
It's not ungrateful.
There's a lot of ungrateful behavior because
you know what it is.
Had we stayed with Amarim, or I asked you, I posed the question to you as well last time, innit, right? And I said it. You can roll the dice on something new, but something new doesn't guarantee you success. Yeah? It doesn't.
But what we do know
is that something new is coming, yeah? But we don't know how it's going to perform and what it's going to do. But what we do have right now is a manager that is knocking on the door. And at some point in time, the door has to get bust off, innit?
Yeah. But that point has to be now, though. Because I tell you why it has to be now, 100%. Yeah? Because otherwise, this guy's been knocking for too long. He's been building. He's been building wherever he's been building is so tall. He would have the tallest building in the world at the moment. So we like how much more bricks and mortar do you need? Like, how many more times are we going to the building merchants and asking for a bit more?
Also, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, because we can get deep into this conversation, and we've been deep into it. But I also remember how we've been for the last 20 years prior to Arteta changing things.
It wasn't always. If we're talking 20 years, it wasn't always that bad.
It wasn't always great, but
You get what I'm
bro,
saying?
I'll be real.
Even under Wenger, there
the
was
last 10 years.
seasons.
No, but the last 10 years,
Is yeah.
Obviously, prior to Arteta coming in, yes, Wenger got us the FA Cup that we'd been so wanting. But remember when we lost to Birmingham in the final? Remember that?
Yeah.
That
was the League Cup, though. That was the League Cup.
Yeah, the League Cup. But what I'm trying to say is we've been through some dark days and some dark times, 100%. That I think that a lot of people forget how toxic this club was. Remember, man, them were going to AFTV for bants and then slapping it in the WhatsApp groups and running joke on us. We was a comedy club.
No, but guess what? Guess what the irony is?
So much right now to the point it's because they see this club is on the verge of something mad, and you have to give it to Arteta. That's not no one other than you got to give Arteta the credit.
You do, but you got to remember we've gone through this cycle before because AFTV kind of started up at a point where Wenger was in a stage of his career where, let's have it right, I think Wenger sacrificed a lot for us, to be honest. He could have gone anywhere. He could have gone anywhere and won everything, but he helped our club even maintain a level of competition or competitiveness that I don't think any or very few men would have been able to do with the budget available to him. What let him down was his stubbornness and his inability to kind of move with the times, and eventually it cost him his job. But I'll always still pay reverence to Wenger for what he gave to us, because in those times it was dark times, but there was also some light. In Arteta's time, there was also some dark times, because I remember pouring up that Henny and the sun had just risen in it. There were certain 12:30 kickoffs where I was seeing us getting smoked. So I think even one time Man City gave us some work before man went to one festival, and that was my pre-game sorted. So I've been through some tough times with Arteta, and I've stuck through with it with him, because he promised me that this project was going to lead me to Champions League qualification within 3 seasons. All right, it took a little bit longer than that. He told me we was going to He told me we was going to challenge. It took a little bit longer, but he's got us there. He's everything that he told me he started to do. But then what started to get on my nerves was I started to see that, all right, you're getting me into the competitions. You're getting me into the top 3. You've now got me into the top 2. You've been so close to being number 1. In fact, you were if you look at Arsenal over the last 3 or 4 years, we've probably been top more than any other team. Do you get what I'm saying? But we haven't got trophies to show for it. So therefore, what AJ's asking is, if you bring those results to in our professional careers, whatever we do, in whatever we do here, that you get so close, but you're just not delivering that sell. If you're a salesman, for instance, you might have someone talking, you're turning all the you're doing all the turning cycles, turning every negative into a positive, but it comes to that point where you goes, all right, cool, can you sign on this dotted line to get that sell? And they say, you know what, mate, I'm gonna think about it. You can't go home and you can't go to your boss and say, but I had him talking, man. I had him talking for 5 minutes, man. He liked everything, man. Yeah, he's saying he might call us back in 2 weeks. Rare. Your boss is gonna keep saying, how comes every single time I send you to a hot lead, you come back with a nearly story?
Yeah, but I don't think it works the same for Arteta, though. You know why I don't think it works the same, right? And I feel like why it don't work the same is because, right, we look at all the clubs, and I've said this, I broke this down before. You look at everyone else, you look at Chelsea, spent more money than us, gone through hella managers. Yes, in between that, they've won trophies, but there's no substance there. There's no foundations. It's not built on anything. Look at them now. Yeah, it's a mess now, and it's like a restart. You look at United, how many managers have come through there? Mourinho's gone there. They've had managers come through there. They've bought hella money, no substance, right?
Yeah,
yes, you look at Liverpool, Brendan Rodgers, they got Klopp, took Klopp 5 years. It's taken Arteta 1 year extra to get there. We're still trying to get it over the line, but they persevered with Klopp and did it. And now, look, yes, my man came in, and he done it in the year that we had all the mad injuries and that, but look, now it's a mess. My thing is that the leads that you're talking about that Arteta may have not been able to get the dotted line signed, the leads he went and got them leads himself. He never inherited a team that was good. He had to shake that team down, strip it down, rebuild, spend money, bring in an identity, bring in all this stuff, bring this club back from the depths of hell. Because look where we was. when he came into the club, we had.
Who inherited a better team? Did Klopp inherit a better team at Liverpool than Arteta inherited a better team at Arsenal?
Wait, when Klopp got to Liverpool, who did he have? He had Daniel Sturridge, Sterling, Suarez. Brendan Rodgers brought Suarez in, didn't he? Yeah, he had Coutinho. When Klopp got there, he brought in Van Dijk, he brought in Alisson, and he brought in. Did he bring in Mane from Southampton? And then he brought in Ronaldo from Southampton as well. He already had Robertson, and he already had Trent. He just strengthened up the spine, innit? They got in Fabinho. So I'd say he kind of inherited a better team in some aspects.
And then think about who we had as well. So I don't say that to say Arteta inherited a better team or Klopp inherited a better team. I think the teams were very kind of similar because we still had like Ozil there, we had Aubameyang there. You know what I'm saying? Lacazette.
But I feel like with our team, and we know it, our team was just unserious. We had Mustafi, Socrates. Their team was unserious, but then you had a proven manager in Klopp who'd been there, done it at Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I always thought that Klopp suited our style of play, and maybe we should have tried to get Wenger out sooner to get Klopp. I always thought Klopp was like the yin and yang to Arsenal, like in the sense that he was the rock and roll of the style of play that we play, innit? Do you get what I mean? But he went Liverpool and he did what man expected him to go and do at Liverpool. But I just feel like he's had the experience. Like, one thing that we don't take into consideration, yes, people want to be mad at Arteta, but he's had to learn on the job. Like, he's not had any experience apart from sitting beside Pep. And that just kind of goes to show you how good he is in the fact that the 6 years of not having no experience to get this team challenging 4 years in a row. So it took him 2 to 3 years to get this team challenging, and in 4 years to try and get it over the line. So that's
why I want him to win. That's why I
feel like the fan base is a bit hard on them, because I feel like, yes, we've been through the mud and we've had to deal with all the banter, we've had to deal with all the shit from everybody else, and it kind of makes you want everything just to go well. But when you really look at it in perspective, he's done a fantastic job at Arsenal. Yes, he hasn't got it over the line in certain aspects, but
he's done a good job.
What he's done in 6 years, to the point now, brother, we're in our first Champions League final in God knows how long, and we're now on the cusp of winning a Premier League title in 20 years.
He's definitely.
You can't be looking on the next man's table and looking what City have done and look what Liverpool have done and looking at next man's food and being, but boy, they did that. We can only look at what's on our table. Yeah, and this is the cards that we've been dealt, and I feel like we've been dealt the best cards, because I'd rather this than what Man United are going through.
You know what it is, yeah? I think
you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
And you can't let them trick you out of position to think that they wouldn't rather be where we are now. You see, United fans and Chelsea, yeah, they might always double down on the fact they win trophies, but their clubs are in a fucking mess, bro. I guarantee you, if Man United fans could swap their position, like their club's performance and level and foundations with Arsenal's right now, they would take 4 years finishing second, and then on the potential of a Champions League final and a Premier League, anything they've achieved in the time that Arteta has been at the club. I
was talking to a very rational Manchester United fan earlier, and he actually said that he rates the way like Arsenal kind of stuck with Arteta. They were patient. He likes the principle behind the project, the way that we kind of built ourselves up. It's all the things that I was saying. Like, that's why I think Arsenal really represent England in a good way, and I don't understand why we get so much hate considering we've done it in the way we've done. I think the mistake that people make here against those that are Arteta out, because I'm not even like an Arteta out because I don't like the guy. I was Arteta out because I just wanted Arsenal to win. So it wasn't like because I didn't think Arteta couldn't do it. I think he can win. I just didn't know if I had the time to wait for him to do his work experience at Arsenal. My thing was like, I need to win. We've got to the point here where you've got us challenging. We're so close. Maybe somebody else can get us over the line. If Arteta gets us over the line this year, I guarantee you don't hear me talk about Arteta ever again. I swear to you, I will not talk about this dude ever again, because I know
this.
I know what this guy's got there, but if you can't get it across the line, whatever you've got doesn't mean anything. So And this is what I think. This is what people that want Arteta out are saying. They're not saying it because they don't think he's a good gaffer. They're just saying it's because we've gone too long without winning something. Like I remember, like I was a couple of weeks away from my 19th birthday on the last time I was in the Champions League final. That means I was 18 years old, bro. I was just about an adult. That means I've not been an adult whilst we've won the Premier League. I'm probably giving away my age, but I don't even care. Yeah, I've not since we've won the Premier League. I've not been an adult. That's too long for me. So it's not about Arteta. That's what people got to understand. It's about Arsenal Football Club. I need to. Zest, are you listening to me, bro? I need to win. It's got nothing to do.
Absolutely negative. It's too negative for me. It's too negative for me. Considering that we are 3 games away from greatness, this is way too negative. I can't even believe.
And this is what Mike
I can't even believe
you're 3 games away from a Premier Champions League.
I cannot even believe we're having a conversation like this with our new shirt out on Friday, a huge game on Monday, and 3 games away from greatness. I can't believe it.
I hear you, man. My bad, yo. My bad, yo.
You know it ain't me. You know it ain't me.
It was AJ. It wasn't me either. It wasn't me either. It was AJ. He came in.
AJ's toxic. I'm here for it though, because you know what? I'm here for all aspects of Arsenal discussion, innit? And it fascinates me the fact that a lot of men are so like upset. Like, bro, I can't lie. The one thing with me and with Arsenal and what we've done over the years is that we've always stuck with a manager, right? We don't do the jumping thing, innit? Yeah. And I just feel like when we do cross the line, we're gonna dominate. Like if Pep leaves City, I can see us winning back-to-back titles and whatever else we can get over the line, provided we've got the right squad to do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, Pep's still there. Next season, we're gonna win the league again. And it doesn't even matter to me if Pep's there or not. Once Arsenal get one Premier League sewn up and done, that's it, mate. Because see, next season, our football's going to change. You see all of the moaning and the bitching about our football this season. We are going to play more expansive football next season. I guarantee. It's a fact. A lot of the games this season, like we were saying earlier, Dougie, have been played via pressure. Like even Newcastle. That was a horrible game. It was a horrible game. The ground was like a cauldron. The players were under the pressure, under the cosh. They were tired. It was a madness. Yeah. Next season, we don't have to worry about none of this. Oh, you're going to bottle it. We don't have to worry about you can't get over. Like I said earlier, do you know what I mean? Just to reiterate those points, we get to eradicate all of that. So you see, next season, there ain't a team in the league that's suddenly going to be able to stop us. Just like a few months ago when they said, oh, a team has finally found a way to stop Arsenal's corners. No, because someone else tried that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. Suddenly, what you think you're going to stop us after we're champions? You're mad. And then we get to Champions League finals. So then we're bringing in a higher caliber of player. Do you know what I mean? Like we're going to be bringing higher calibers of players. If we're signing, let's say for argument's sake, we sign Alvarez. Yeah, I know there's little whispers, talks, or whatever. But let's say for argument's sake, we did sign a Kvaratskhelia. Brother, we're talking about a different caliber of player. You know what I'm saying? When you got Kvaratskhelia and Saka and them man in your team, you don't start to worry about what Noni's doing anymore. Noni, do what you want, have some fun. Do you know what I mean? Like
you know we got to win. If you see that dream that you're selling me right now, you know that's only becomes possible. We only get the key to that door once we win that trophy, Zest.
Oh, free with this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Start to feel it, bro. 3 games away from great.
I can't feel it.
Mike saying the only problem Arsenal fans have with Arsenal is the Tet Picos. Just shit down, fella. Arteta chill the fuck out in the training stuff. We love Jova. What are you talking about? We love Jova.
Mike's
never won back-to-back Prem. Even under Wenger.
The comment that you posted, the big up the comment that you had of AJ when he was giving us the context. He said he had a medical condition where.
Big him up. No, he said.
And I think that
the context I've seen. 2004 in my own eyes. I remember that 2006 loss very, very well. Because of my medical condition, I only see 60 max. I can't wait for no good reason. Nah, I hear you, AJ. We've got to get all that success in.
This is what I mean.
For you,
this is why it's not about the manager. It's not about the manager.
This season.
It's about winning. He's proven my point, man.
Big up unbiased Schooner. We've never won back-to-back Prems even under Wenger. I hear it. But
that doesn't mean we can't do it though. I'm with Zest because I think if we win, remember Doug, remember when I was in the group chat a couple years ago and then the man kept controlling me because I said Arsenal, like we know when I thought we was going to win it in the 22-23 season, I said we were going to dominate football for the next 3 years. So that premonition, like I still believe that whenever we win, we will dominate for the next 3 years. But the problem I'm having a little bit with what you're saying, Zest, is time is a little bit against us because I think our players are kind of holding out until they get that trophy. I think the moment we get if we get the Premier League and the Champions League, I think your Salibas now might start eyeing a different challenge.
Yeah, but
your Sakas might start eyeing a different challenge. You get what I'm saying? Just because they've done it now with Arsenal, so that's my only fear. But if we can,
right now the other challenge, but this is the thing you have to also ask yourself, right? Like, yes, as a fan, you look at every man's dreams to play at Barcelona or Real Madrid. You know what I mean? You know, and the package that Real Madrid have over there with their training facilities and what they give you is mental. So I can understand a lot of players wanting to go there for that, But when you look at the Real Madrid are in the mud right now. So my thing is, like, these players right now are going to look at that package, and yes, it's Real Madrid. I'm not saying Arsenal's a better team than Real Madrid before people start saying I'm moving delusional. But as it stays right now, you could stay at Arsenal. Let's say you win the Champions League and you win the league at Arsenal now. What's to say that you think you can't do it again?
Of course.
Do you get what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So why would you want to cut? You'd only really want to cut when you really think it's all like this shit for me is sailed. I'm done with it. But Saliba, they're young. They're like 24, 25. Saliba anyway. Gabriel is maybe the one you'd probably be looking to bring in someone like Calafiori to play beside Saliba or maybe in Capier. But what I'm saying, we have loads of centre-backs. Do you get what I mean? It's not like we have a centre-back shortage. Do you get what I mean? So
nobody's going Real Madrid. Real Madrid are in the mud and they're about to sign Jose Mourinho. Nobody wants to work with that old dinosaur, bruv.
And all them man there,
He's about to go to Real Madrid. He's going to take them further into the mud. Trust me. We know Jose Mourinho at Madrid is not going to work, bro. He is not. If he makes it for Christmas, I'll be surprised, bro. Yeah, he's arcade dinosaur, bro. He's done. He is done, bro. He's done an unbeaten season and finished second. He's done, bro. What he got? What, you think? What's he going to Madrid to do? He's not, bro.
I'm saying.
He's not going to Madrid to do nothing.
And just so you know, Mike Skelly ain't going nowhere, bro. He's just been integrated back into the squad. I'm telling you, them man ain't selling him no way, no how, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Manchester United fans like salivating at the prospect of Miles Lewis Skelly, but I think he's now being like, even if that thought was in his mind, that thought's gone now because he's seen the gaffer rates him, he's seen that he can leave his imprint on the squad, and he's seen
first and foremost, he's living the dream. Like me imagine you man as an Arsenal fan, like obviously we've seen it with other players, they leave Arsenal. You look at even like Iwobi and the Fulham players, they're true gooners. Even Leno, Brad, I swear he could have saved that Coquerez header. He said, nah, fuck that, let that go in, like, do you get what I mean? Like, once a gooner, always a gooner. And I think for someone like Lewis Skelly, who is a true gooner, the family of gooners, he ain't going nowhere. He'll stay there till the club tells him, like, we ain't got nowhere for you, like, you need to go. Like, same with Reece Nelson, all these players, they're actual gooners, innit? So it's like, they're not going to push for a move, but if the club don't want them, they'll go, innit? Do you get what I mean?
He can go.
Yeah, Reece Nelson can go. Reece Nelson can go.
He can go.
Mike saying Skelly's better than Zubimendi.
Well, you got to understand, lads, football players are mercenaries, So, Doug, I noticed, that you like the romantic story, and I like it too. I like it too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like it too. But
Yeah.
I know that football players are mercenaries. No matter who they love, no matter what they love, that pound note goes a lot further. So all I'm saying is,
But Arsenal can pay the wages, though.
No, of course we can, and I think Arsenal will dominate.
And remember, Real Madrid don't like to pay money for no one. So the only way you could start to really think that some players are going to leave is if their man's.
No, they don't like to play clubs, but they pay their players.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But the players have to run out their contracts. So the only way you could really see Saliba or one of these lot leaving to go somewhere like a Real Madrid is if they're running down their contract and they're not renewing.
I'm not saying that it will happen. All I'm saying is because we started winning maybe a year or two later than I would like to, I just feel like it's now maybe something that the players might contend with.
But this is all on you man's terms. You lot don't know what these man might be like. Look at this squad right now that we've just developed that's gone to the Champions League final, and you're one season away from Pep leaving City, your arch nemesis team that really holds you back from everything, yeah? Because only one season Liverpool have contended with us. The whole time it's been City, yeah? So why would you jump ship now when you could really dominate the Premier League, the hardest league in Europe, they say, for the next 3-4 seasons, and get good money for it? Because imagine now,
Diaz was on top of the world at Liverpool. He's gone to Bayern. Luis Diaz, yeah.
Yeah,
I was calling him the Colombian Aaron Lennon once upon a time. He's gone Germany. Yeah, this guy is now he's now a bona fide world class player because he's done it.
He was world class. He was world class. He was world class at Liverpool.
It was debatable, Doug.
Nah, you can see why Liverpool is struggling because he was the man.
Yeah, but
same like when they got rid of Mane.
Hindsight is always 20/20, my boy.
Remember, he didn't want to leave Liverpool. They didn't want to pay him the money.
Exactly.
He was on 50, and it's criminal that they had him on 50k in the first place.
But I'm not saying he's left because he wanted to leave. But all I'm saying is that's a case study where another player could go and say, "Wow, look what's going on. What's happening over there? He's won it all in England, or he won most of it in England. He's winning again." He's winning again. His stock is now up.
He didn't want to leave Liverpool. He didn't want to leave. That's bad business on Liverpool's side.
No, I'm not saying
bad business on Liverpool's side is that they rather choose to keep Gakpo, and do that instead of keeping the madman that actually was. It's the same thing they did with Mane. Don't get me wrong. Salah's world class, but let's have it right. Mane was the key, and Firmino as well. But obviously, Firmino don't put up the numbers as much as like Mane did. But let's be real, Mane was the key to that squad because he triggered the press. Same with Diaz. Remember, Salah doesn't trigger the press. Salah can press, but what in all those successful Liverpool teams, they've always got a trigger. And Luis Diaz was the trigger for them in that squad. And same way, like Mane was the trigger, and the rest would follow suit. In this team, they haven't got that now. That's why they struggle in the press because who really triggers the press for them? No one does. They haven't got Diaz. Gakpo ain't doing it. Salah ain't doing it. Ekite don't know how to press like that. He's a tall 6'3" striker. So that's where they lack. So them letting
Ekite was probably the most natural transition into the Prem. But
100%. But them letting Diaz leave was bad business on their side. I don't think Diaz left for greener pastures. He just left for better money. He would have stayed at Liverpool if they paid him the 150k or the 200k. But for them to have him sitting on 45k or 50k, bro, that's criminal. This brother's we all knew he was a bad boy.
But my only point is he's gone somewhere and he's made it work. And all my fear would be is I wouldn't want our good players to feel like they can do the same. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all. But I do think we will like dominate.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I think remember we've got the Quintero twins. We've got the Quintero twins to come in next season. And there's a lot of things going on that I know a lot of men are forgetting. Yeah. We've got the Quintero twins. They're mad. They trained with the team last week.
They're really young.
Still young, but we've got two of them. Two madmen. Yeah? That we don't... They're meant to be the truth, innit? And if you watch their clips, they are bad, innit? but that's at youth level. But they are crazy. Like I just think if Arsenal bringing them, like if you gotta get Julian Alvarez, yeah, and then you gotta get like a mad winger like a Desiree Doué, Kevin Koscielny, you get a Barcola, rough around the edges, bad in the final third. A better man Way came on the left hand side, I would say, with him. Yeah. But you go and get a better. You go and remember, Miko Moreno comes back. You have Zubimendi. You have this. You assembled this squad, yeah, that can challenge on all fronts in all competitions. Why would you want to leave?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest though. I don't even think we need to even entertain leaving convo. I think we're so far from that. And plus, I'll be honest, one of the benefits of this also is the fact that even if someone does turn around and feel that they want to leave, the work that Bert has done, we're finally going to be making some money for these superstar players. The fact that our top thingy is still 35 million for Oxlade-Chamberlain is outrageous. Followed by Smith Rowe is crazy, but the way that Berta and them are doing,
what did we get for Nketiah? I swear Nketiah, didn't we get some back?
No, Nketiah was little money.
Only like 9 million. So it was
no way. I'm sure it was 30s. It was in the 30s in Nketiah because I remember. I'm telling you, I remember thinking, Arsenal held out and we did well. Like Crystal Palace gave us some decent fee for that. Is someone looking it up?
I can look it up. Let me find it. I can find it.
I'm trying to. I'm certain. And then even what was Iwobi as well? Iwobi weren't small bread. I think recently. I'm sure we've eclipsed the Oxlade one now, not by much. Either
25 million and 5 million in add-ons.
So that's what I'm 30, about 25. All right, 25.
Well, I know full damn well we didn't get that 5 mil.
No, hold on a second.
I know full damn well we didn't get that 25 mil out of them, man.
If they win that European trophy, that might
be part of it. And you never know. The add-ons can't have been anything to do with winning, but if they did win something, it would have. Was he there when they won the FA Cup? He was, didn't it? So that might have been the 5 mil still. We might have got that still.
I'm saying, but 30, a quick 30.
Yeah, we might have got that.
Yeah, quick 30, bro. Like, So what was the then, Zest? I swear. I feel like what is Oxlade can't still be our record.
Bro, he is, bro. 35 million. He is.
Did you say? Ain't it? Nah. It's my man to Newcastle. Willett.
I knew one of the young boys must have done it. Like it can't still be Ox.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But it definitely. But to Zesta's point though, it definitely isn't good enough. And Berta hopefully will change our fortunes there still.
Yeah.
Will be.
Well, it's 22 mil.
Yeah.
Arsenal are pathetic in the market when it comes to selling, man.
No, we used to be, man.
Yeah,
we're good.
No, we're the worst. We're the worst selling club out there right now.
Brother, 25 million. The top buy is 35 million. Oxlade-Chamberlain, guys.
That's
still.
That's crazy work.
And we've had all them, and we've had the plethora of talent.
That's crazy work still.
Henry to Barca, bro.
That one hurt me the most, Even Barca's even my Spanish team, but for him to go for that P, I was like, what?
Yeah, but that Henry thing was all hush under the carpet, innit? Because of that divorce thing. That's why it was chump change, because it was bare hidden, hush, hide this money from her and all of that kind of nonsense. That's why it was only 16 mil, because I think there was something in his wedding thing, certain amount of money and thresholds and all of that. Because there was no way Henry's going Spain to a club like Barcelona for 16 mil. Like
there has to be a reason for that. Allegedly,
we got it wrong.
There has to be a reason for that.
More importantly, now, brother, our players are tied in, bro. Like we're getting serious money, bro. I don't know if there's buyout clauses and that, but they're signing contracts where, bro, when they sell, and that's even like when our team does finally begin to disband, bro, like we've got superstars now. When we get rid of the likes of Saliba, Gabby, Saka, bro, we're talking big money.
Yeah,
I know people always highlight the fact that Arsenal are not great when it comes to selling, but people seem to forget it's a carousel and the system that we had in place is just being phased out now, but we won't see the benefit of that, unfortunately, until we start selling our big players now. We don't want anyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got the point.
Yeah, but when it does happen, that carousel, it will be a different thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for you, like, how many players have we lost for like chump change, like proper? Do you know what I mean? Our selling mentality was terrible. It was terrible. 100%. And remember as well, our whole thing was terrible because even buying players, we were getting bumped. Certain monies we're buying, bro.
But that's all changed though. Under Berta, it's all straightened up.
Yeah, 100%. Now we're buying quality players. Like, remember, now we are at a stage where we're going into clubs and we're taking your best player, Eze, Rice. That's how it's supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? You go to your rivals and you take their best players. You don't take fringe man like Mikel Sylvester. Remember them years? He was doing them kind of foolishness.
No, but we've still been doing that. We've gone Chelsea. How many times have we dipped in Chelsea's pockets with Sterling last season?
Mike
said, Odegaard sell, bring in Bellingham and show strength. You know what? You see the thing with Bellingham, right? I feel like Bellingham has got Real Madriditis. Yeah, he's got that. Them man there, they just like, even I don't know if you lot watched the El Clasico in that. And them man, did you see the team bus left them?
No, I didn't.
You see, Perez, they all got left. They had to find their own way home.
What? Because of the performance?
Yeah. But the thing is, I think with them, man, and you see it, their egos are so high. It's a team of individuals. Where even Barcelona, they kind of click more as a team than they do. Like, yes, Lamine Yamal is what he is, but he's still like humble in the fact of being a footballer and a kid and a young boy. Do you get what I mean? And
this is what I'm saying. Real Madrid are going to be in the dirt because you're bringing in an archaic Jose Mourinho who doesn't have that shine anymore. From a footballing perspective, he's definitely behind when it comes to football. And you're now putting him with this team of superstars who are going to be like on the same thing, like, big man, relax, you've had your time. When you're in a dressing room like that, that's a different thing. And then what's going to happen? Go on.
Yeah, so I was going to just say, but I feel like that team needed Jose. Not to be tactically great, but I feel like Perez is spending big money on these players on a weekly basis, and he probably he knows, all right, cool, we've lost to Barca. Barca are ahead of us right now in terms of the achievements, winning, whatever. But he needs these men to come in and bring them down a peg. He needs... That's all the managers out there right now. Yeah,
Can Mourinho do that? Can Mourinho do that anymore?
Yeah, Mourinho has managed Sergio Ramos, Ronaldo, Benzema. Remember that squad? Gareth Bale. He's dealt with the big boys.
You're talking about at a time when he was a guy.
No, but but you don't lose that. But listen. Class is permanent. Class is permanent. I think Jose Mourinho. I think maybe even now, maybe goes into that job a little bit more humble, a little bit more understanding how to deal with the superstars and brings them down. He don't necessarily have, because remember, I don't think he has to go in there like a bull in a china shop, but he just needs to go in there and get these players to get down, come off their high horses and bring them down a peg. And I think who else in the game do you know that can go in there that can do that?
Mourinho ain't doing
it. Carlos Ancelotti ain't gonna go back there. Zidane ain't gonna go back there. Like, there's a lot of managers that probably have the star capabilities to show them, man, but aren't gonna go back there and do that. Like, I think when you look at what's out there,
they need, but I don't.
Do you reckon Klopp could go there and do it?
Yeah. I do.
Klopp's giving up management though. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't want.
So I'm saying Liverpool took it out of him. You know how much of a club.
But he's got a tactical now. Right now, bro, Mourinho ain't that guy. Bro. Mourinho's going to Real Madrid, Dougie, off the back of fucking Benfica, bro.
Yeah, I honestly don't feel like he's going there. If I'm honest with you, Perez ain't stupid, right? Let's have it right. Even though he's brought all these players in and probably didn't expect them to kind of react the way that they've reacted. But let's say like Perez is pretty much on his job when it comes to Real Madrid. Let's have it right, yeah? So I don't think he's bringing in Jose Mourinho on a thing he's expecting Jose to turn it around and they go on to win the Champions League and do whatever. But I feel like he's looking at the players that he's got. You're looking at I saw footage of Rudiger slapping the Real Madrid coach in the face, bro.
Is it confirmed that he's going to?
It's not 100% confirmed, but it's all rumors.
Yeah, but it's confirmed.
Got tired, bless him. Yeah, he got tired, man. That man there was playing rock and roll football to the wheels fell off, bro. Like,
let's bring in managers, at Real Madrid to win the Champions League. If you're not winning the Champions League, he doesn't want to know, bro.
Yeah, but what they don't want to do, I feel like what he doesn't want to do is bring in another, Xavi Alonso, because Xavi Alonso's not a shit manager. But them man weren't listening to him. So you had to get rid of him, yeah? So what you do when you bring in someone like Jose, that man can't rubbish Jose. He's done it all. He's got more titles under his belt than any of those players in that team. Yeah? So that man can't disrespect him. If he comes and puts his arm around a man, they're not going to tell him, get off me. It's Jose Mourinho, bro.
You know what?
Let's have it right. That's not...
Bro, he's getting a little bit older. I'm just thinking he's not going to have... Yeah, he's not going to probably be as...
Time, bro.
Take care, man.
Yeah, trust me, Mourinho doesn't have that shine, bro.
Look at Mourinho, bring him in there.
Mourinho's most recent clubs, Benfica, Fenerbahce. He's washed, bro. It's been 10 years.
I wouldn't say washed, but I hear you.
Mourinho is washed, bro. You know what I'm saying? You, man, put a poll on your stories tomorrow. Yeah, you both got football, man, that respectable football guys that follow you. Put up a poll tomorrow and ask if Mourinho's washed. Man will say Mourinho's washed now, bro. He's washed, bro. Benfica and Fenerbahce, your last teams, and now Real Madrid. What, to tell Mbappe and Vinny Jr., allow it. No way.
Let me ask you this, yeah? Would you have thought Carlo Ancelotti was washed after his Everton stint before he went to Real Madrid and done that?
The reason why I wouldn't is because Carlo Ancelotti, I can still respect as someone who, from a tactical now, still had it. The problem is what I have with Jose, from a tactical perspective, he doesn't have it anymore. He don't have it anymore. When he did have it, oh my days, brother.
But you say that though. You say that. You know, Benfica, probably the only team to go unbeaten and not win something in Portugal this season. You know they're unbeaten.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can't celebrate that,
so you can't really say that he hasn't got it tactically because in Portugal they're unbeaten.
Yeah, but Dougie,
remember when we had the unbeaten streak with Unai?
Invincible and winning.
No, what I mean is, in their league, they've not lost a game.
No, they're
invincible in the league, but obviously they drew too many games in it, but they've not lost a game.
You can't boast of being invincible if you didn't win. That just means you drew the games that you didn't lose. Arsenal can boast of being invincible because we're invincible and we won the title. You can't say
I hear it.
You can't say man's invincible, but we came second. So you just drew the games that you would have been better off fucking losing. Really?
Yeah, I hear it.
And you see what Zest is saying, yeah? This is the reason why it's imperative Arsenal win this season, yeah? Because that's how people talk about us. Because it's like
100%. 100%.
Season, like we drew like 12 games, yeah. If we like finished second and didn't like lose a game, it still would have been quite an amazing feat to not lose a game. But let's say you drew 14 of those, yeah, and won the rest or whatnot, but you came second. No one's calling you the Invincibles. No one cares. Yeah, I'm saying that's why it's imperative that's why, sorry, that to swing it all the way back, but that's why when you ask the question about Mikel Arteta, I'm like, yeah, like man, definitely I'm warming to it, but ultimately it's only gonna count when we win trophies, man. So it's proper imperative.
So there's always room for criticism, right?
100%.
There's always room for criticism, which is fair. It is fair. I just think the criticism should have been halfway through the season, not when he's 3 games away from greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, 100%.
That's what I think. Until he crossed the line, it's gonna have to be that, isn't it? But
100%.
Once he crosses that line, Strabs, I never want to hear a bad word.
You won't. I swear to you, you won't. I swear to you, you won't. I swear to you, won't.
Yeah. And on that note, before we wrap up, because it's getting late, I'm just gonna go around to the man them and say, what are your predictions for how the rest of the season plays out for Arsenal?
Ooh, I'll let you go first, Strabs. You was late.
I think we win the Premier League. I think no matter whether Burnley tried to give it a good go or not, I think it's at home. It's at the Emirates. I think we're going to have too much for them. I think we won it as bad as City won it. I think we showed that in the game against West Ham. Like that fight that I saw from the boys let me know that these boys actually really, really won it. So I think we're going to roll over Burnley. We're going to roll over Palace. And I think we're going to win the Prem. I then think with PSG, I'm 50-50, but you know what? I said it when I was on live with you, man, before, innit? I said, get to the final, it becomes a 50-50 chance. Now that I know it's PSG, with PSG, they beat us last year, and Donnarumma was probably their man of the match for me. You get what I mean? And that was when we had like a half-baked squad. That's when we had a stand-in, a midfielder playing as a striker, and Marino. Our squad depth is a lot better. Our squad depth is a lot better. We've actually got a striker now. Mikel Arteta looks like he's come of age in some respects. You know what, guys? Fuck it. We're doing a double this season.
Big up Reese. My boy Reese says we need to win both.
You need to, Reese.
And he also says, Arsenal. Yeah, come on. That's what you say to me.
I'm gonna go the same. Like I said, I just think on Monday there's too much positives. Like I said, the new shirt, the stadium full of gooners, the gas. You know what I mean? I just think it's going to be too much for Burnley. It's a massive occasion, and it's more of an occasion for us. I think we'll roll them because I think we'll get some early goals or an early goal to calm the nerves. I think that will happen. Like I said, I then think we clinched the title on Tuesday without kicking a ball. Then we go to Sellers Park, get the trophy obviously presented. That's then another ground for the songs. You know what I mean? With them one at Sellers. And as for the final, I'm gonna go with if we score first, we're definitely winning that. And then I'm gonna say we'll win it 2-0 or 2-1. I think the final is gonna be a boring final. It's not gonna be that Bayern PSG game. I think it's gonna be far from that. But I've got absolutely zero issues with that. I don't even care if we score one and part the buck, bro. I don't care. I do not care. I've got no issues or no qualms, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it positive and say, we're gonna do that double, man.
Come on, man.
100%. I'm in the same boat. I feel positive. I think we get the result against Burnley. I think that'll do us the world of good going into the Palace game. They're all rest man. We'll win at Palace, and then once we secure the Premier League, that weight will be lifted, and then going into the Champions League final, it's any man's game. But I honestly believe that we're going to give PSG a harder game than everyone is making out. I believe it might be 1-0 to the Arsenal. I feel like it would be ironic that it'll be 1-0. Have you seen since this whole Rangers game?
That means we'd equal the clean sheet record. Real would equal the clean sheet record in the Champions League.
This is what I'm trying to say, and I think
I think in the Champions League as well. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. And I think
I'm eating in the Champions League, mate.
And you see, if us three are right, man, them when you lot tune in, if you're tuning in live, if you're watching it back, you see, if us three are right, block every single one of us.
Block us. Because if I want to know about unbearable, I'm hearing man say we're unbearable. I don't think we are, but we definitely will be unbearable.
We will be.
This channel, like this whole setup, all what you see behind me here, will be different come Premier League and Champions League winning times. I'm just letting you know that, yeah? Like, there will be trophies sitting behind me and a couple other things going on. You get me?
I can order my replica trophy, but anyway, that's
it.
thing.
I'm ordering all of that. I'm ordering all of that.
Before we go, yeah, I just want to ask you something slightly off topic, yeah, because I saw an article today about Sterling, yeah, and basically, where is it? Eindhoven are not keeping him after this season, yeah. I think he's gone out there. I think the first game he got an assist, but literally since then he's had a stinker. I think the last 4 games he hasn't even started. Like, so really it is we can actually say he's gone out there and he's had another stinker. Do you think for a player like Raheem Sterling, who's had the career highs that he's had, do you think it's time to call it? Or do you think he should come back here and maybe try
it? I'd say playing at this level, playing at the highest of levels is maybe done. Maybe he should have gone MLS. I think MLS football may have revived him. You saw what it did for Bradley Wright Phillips. You've seen what it's done for Louis Zaha. We've seen what it's doing for a lot of them right now. Zaha's out there doing a madness. We're not seeing it, but him and the Charlotte FC or whatever they're called are doing a mad thing. He's having a great time, but it does rejuvenate a lot of European dead players, in it, that you would say are dead. So I would say that would probably be his next move. I'd say go there, do that, and if that can't run, and he can't do it in the MLS, then call it a day, bro.
I think
don't even bother going Saudi. Don't even bother going Saudi.
But first off, Doug, I think that's incredibly rude, bruv. Raheem Sterling is not dead. But
I never said he's dead. But what I'm trying to say is, bro, you got to fight. You can't even do it in Holland.
You know what?
Yeah. You come to Arsenal, you couldn't do it at the best team in the Premier League. Well, obviously we didn't win it, but you know what I mean? You couldn't even come to Arsenal and do it. So that means you can't do it on the top end of the spectrum, and you can't do it in the European mediocre side of the spectrum. Yeah. So really, all that's left is Saudi or MLS. I would say more MLS, because I think MLS will suit his lifestyle. Do you get me? Family, kids. Whereas I think Saudi is going to be a bit more regimental in that sense.
I think that's the one of the sticklers with Sterling. I think Sterling has gone to Holland because he doesn't want to uproot the family. Obviously, the kids are in school. His son's at Arsenal, remember? So he doesn't want to uproot the family. I think that's why he went to Holland rather than Saudi or one of them. So
that's what I'm saying. That's why I reckon he should just retire, because he's not locked in no more. Like, he's thinking about family. He's training up the young boys. He's doing good stuff. And this guy, he's got a very highly decorated career that most players would kill for.
I think that's slept on a lot with Sterling. A lot of people have to either they don't know or they just dismiss it. But honestly, like Sterling is like, he's levels. All right, maybe not now, but he's level that he's got a decorated career. Like, his cabinet is wild.
There was a time when he was like one of England's like go-to, like he was getting England out of trouble.
100%.
Yeah, no, 100%. There's no denying my man's accolade. Reese also asked, how do we all view the MLS? Reese, where are you? What part are you from? Because I know you're out that side. Where are you from? But yeah, the MLS to us, don't get me wrong, the MLS we're not going to diss it. Yeah, Reese is in Chicago. Yeah, so I'm not going to totally diss the MLS, but for us, I think the quality of the MLS in comparison to European football is, you see it when Premier League teams play MLS teams.
It's entertaining. Like, if you watch it, it's entertaining, it's end to end. The quality of defending isn't so much there as you might get in the European leagues. Therefore, you get like free flowing, spectacular goals. It's a
more flair there. You definitely say there's more flair.
It's a great league.
South Americans.
Yeah, if you like a little bit of a gamble, it's a great league for that.
Doesn't the flair only come from like ex-European based players?
No, because you remember they got a lot of South Americans in it. So you remember they got a lot of South American players, Mexicans, Brazilians, like, because South America's just there, isn't it? But I'd say the technical level, they've got good technical players out there, but I just think their strength in terms of how strong European teams are in comparison to MLS teams, we outdo them in all of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like if Arsenal was to play Inter Miami, yeah, even though they got Messi and the man ain't there trying to play the longest 90. You get what I mean? Like them man ain't trying to have a hard day. You get what I'm saying?
I just feel like the old top ballers from here, they just go MLS and just run rings around people. Like, you see a man like Carlos Vela. He went over there and looked like he was Lionel Messi. Like, let's be real.
And that's the thing. Like in a sense, in a way to bridge the gap, I suppose you have to pay them more money to get the better players there early and not so late in their career. And then obviously that will raise the talent pool of the league, because that's like you said, you think Carlos Vela, his career was pretty much done. What was the other brother in Italy that went there as well and did a mad thing? What was my man's name as well? They obviously look at and then you even look at Bradley Wright Phillips. Bradley Wright Phillips was pretty much done in English football. He was playing like League One, League Two. He was out the game. Then he went LA Galaxy. Oh no, was it Red Bulls? Was it New York Red Bulls? And just did a mad thing, innit? Like, so
Bradley unfortunately was blackballed because of that old situation with him and the other geezer. I can't remember his name.
Palace player.
No, it was Southampton. When it was at Southampton and they had that thing with the stealing bags and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they got black. They got blackballed from
kind of hindered Bradley. So going to MLS was good. I think a way, just to answer Reese's question as well, to bridge the gap, I think it's going to be difficult for that bridge to ever be, or for that gap to be bridged. Reason being, in the US, obviously, like soccer is way down the pecking order. Do you know what I mean? In terms of their sports, like their high league thing is basketball, NFL, like even NHL. Most of the sports in America are above soccer. So the quality of player, like here, remember, football is everything here. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas out there, it's not. So the problem is when you get like European-based players, they go out there and do the madness because their homegrown players are dead, basically. Do you know what I mean? And that is mainly the issue.
And it's mad though, because it shouldn't be that way, because if anything, America have the better grassroots infrastructure when you're talking. Like if you're talking coming from high school, that's like us going from primary school, going into secondary school and then college, and there being big boy college teams that then allow you to get scholarships to go into Premier League teams. Like we don't really have that. Like, so their structure is set up, but I just think the quality levels in terms of like football's our national sport, in it. Like, whereas, like you said, American football, basketball, there's a lot of sports that come before soccer in America. Where
I think money would help as well. Like if
money definitely,
if money gets invested into it, then you'll
see. But even like baseball, like Reese is saying, but I think with money, all the money goes into franchise players, what they in America they will call franchise players. Like you look at the money that Inter Miami are probably spending on Lionel Messi, you haven't got money to then go and bring in a Jude Bellingham. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, they have salary caps and franchise player and all of this, and like it's too mix up. Whereas in the Premier League, you can have 3-4 man on 300 bags. Like, do you get me? Even though it was paying the wage, but you can do that in America. Like, you got kind of build your team around a franchise player with a lot of good players, but maybe cheaper wages to kind of build that franchise in that sense. Whereas England, we don't really operate like under that. Do you get me?
Just practice soccer and then join the NFL, man.
yeah.
There's a quarterback and you're lit. You know
That's it. But on that note, brothers, I'm gonna call it a day. We've been down strong 2.5 hours in.
Hey, biggie man up, man. Hey, appreciate you guys for holding the fort, man. Sorry that I was a little bit late. Had a little thing.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We still run it over for Strabs. You get me? See this? Can
we just say from now that we're gonna go live next Tuesday after Man City again?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm down. After the Man City game, we're going live again.
Yeah. if everyone's free and about.
Yeah, man will be around. Man will be around. I was meant to go to Dubai, but if I don't go to Dubai, then I'm here for it. You get me? So cool. Let's do that. All right, everyone on the streams, YouTube, those on Twitch, big up yourselves. If you haven't followed or subscribed, make sure you do. Big up yourselves. We are out. Big Zest, King Zest, Big Strives in the building. Dougie. And Zay.
Yeah, man. All right. See you guys soon,
man.